So before we begin with the actual video, let me take part in a very delusional idea of mine. So we know that there were 13 Dragonlords, 11 of them deceased, including Exile, who died before our very eyes. 2 of them remained. One of them is a half, and the other one's status is unidentified. You might remember the Dragonlord's Council records in which the death of the 8th Dragonlord was requested. They were being accused of a traitor for adopting a human child, or daughter to be precise. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because the livestream subtly teased that Ineffa is probably a Dragonlord, or well, rather said that her core has something to do with the Dragon Source technology, like connected. And you know, you never had like some sort of crash out, and flashbacks of corrupted memories appeared, and apparently there was briefly shown a moment of a girl, I think with a baby Kohosaurus. So yeah, I wonder if there's some sort of connection to it, and I'm really excited. Yeah, alright, with no further ado, let's begin. Head to the Flowerfeather clan. I am really excited. Thunderclouds formed by Lunar Charge. Nod Krai is around the corner too. Hi! Oh no!
Okay, she's all patched up. Where did you say you found her? How'd she get wounded so badly?
Just on the beach not far from here. It was the usual suspects.
Hey, Chaska! What's going on over here?
Paimon. And Tumaini?
Oh, hey, it's you two. Been a while.
Hi Kakaku, hi Fair Dog. We're doing some first aid just now.
Yeah, thankfully Chaska got her to me in good time, so I think she'll pull through.
Oi baby. Go ahead, Sim.
She was attacked by secret source automatons. I was on patrol nearby, so luckily for her, I was able to get her to safety. The automatons weren't so lucky.
Oh, them again, huh?
Peacemaker.
What is it with those maniacal machines? I'm getting real tired of their antics.
Real tired, bro! Real tired! Secret source automatons? That's strange. We've come across those before, but definitely not around these parts.
Yeah, who knows what's gotten into them recently. They've been attacking Saurians and merchants on the outskirts of our territory.
I know Shilonen mentioned that they became pretty aggressive ever since Ineffa stepped foot into Natlan. Would you like us to help?
No need. You've already done plenty by getting the Abyss off our backs. Without them draining our resources, our warriors can handle these rust buckets no problem. Besides, like our ancestors used to say, one's own nest is one's own to protect. We can't go dumping all our problems onto you.
Come on! What happened to birds of a feather? We're your friends! Plus, we'll be leaving for Nod Krai soon, so, you know, while we're still here...
Be nice to spend some time together, not like we have anything else to do.
Huh, fair point. It's been a while since we got to fight together. One last hurrah then, for old time's sake? We could hit the beach. The automatons have been pretty active there lately.
Awesome! Let's go! Let's go!
If hunting down war machines is just sport to you, you guys really are built different. Still, guess I should tag along too, just on the off chance someone ends up getting carried away.
No way, bro!
You're human to yourself, bro. A short while earlier.
Where are they?
Traveler. Paimon.
Find them.
Oh, what's her name again? Birgitta? Little robot.
Traveler. Paimon. Then return home.
Takes me right back to the Night Warden Wars. What's going on over there?
Oh no!
Oh, there's
She's
another
half
one.
road. And there's an automaton! Quick, save her!
So there's cryptex.
Aoife, how's it looking? Is she badly hurt?
Hard to say. You might want to see this for yourselves. A vet treating a human is one thing, but I'm not sure I'm qualified for this.
You call that a human? Bro! Whoa. Okay. She's... a machine?
A machine built to look like a human, I guess. Is this a new model of automaton?
Return home,
I know.
She spoke!
Paimon. Traveler.
Oh, it sounds so sad.
What? You heard that too, right?
Yeah, loud and clear, she said our names.
Oh, take a look at this. I found it on the ground next to her. See the picture on top? That's you guys, right?
Really? Wait. A blonde person with a white balloon? That can't be right.
It surely is.
You bet, bro!
There's also a cipher disk on it. I guess it needs a code to unlock it.
We have 2 gunslingers here. Can't we just blast it open?
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. I've seen the scions of the canopy use
She was
similar devices
pickering
when they're
him.
sending confidential messages. If you put in the wrong code or try to open it by force, it triggers a self-destruct mechanism inside.
So is this message supposed to be for me?
Sure looks that way. Question is, who's the messenger?
I guess if you want answers, we have to wake her up somehow.
So, we gotta revive a high-tech humanoid and crack open a cryptex. I only know one person with that kind of expertise. Shall we?
Shilonen.
Sounds like a plan! Time to head to the Children of Echoes and find Shilonen! You bet, bro!
Oh, the Fatui. Song of the Walking Moon Prelude, The Journey Home.
These automatons. I wonder what lies behind their behavioral patterns.
Eve, are you not coming with us?
Sorry, dude. I gotta get back to the clinic. That Kukasaur we rescued, I'm sure she'll be fine, but I'd best keep an eye on her just in case.
You too.
Plus, I don't want poor
Kakaku.
Kuku flapping his little wings off trying to keep up with you and Chaska.
Hey, bro!
I can't help but just slow them. Okay, let's head to the Children of Echoes and demantle Ineffa? Hopefully not.
Do you know if Shilonen is... Oh, you're up. I figured you'd be taking a nap at this hour.
Oh, yeah, perfect. First Mawika, now
course.
Chaska. Did you come all this way just to make fun of me?
Whoa, what a mess! You, looking for something?
Well, I have those secret source automatons to thank for all this. Mawika wants me to come up with a solution. It's like she thinks I'm a miracle worker or something. But I'm not, so to make up for the difference, I've been spending all day sifting through documentation. Anyway, what about you guys, huh? What curveball have you come to throw at me today?
Well,
Hold up. Is she a robot?
We picked her up on the beach near the Flower Feather clan, along with this cryptex. Seems like a message intended for the traveler.
A cryptex? Huh. Still in one piece. I'm surprised you didn't try to blast it open. Let's see here.
It was
A
considered.
Fontanian cipher disc, metal case from Liyue. Looks like this was cobbled together from spare parts. Although the inner workings are pretty intricately designed. It's a good thing you didn't try and brute force it.
Well, Ineffa, you will be soon due to become the Perso domestic maiden. Taking care of chores.
Could be a tricky one. Since it uses a combination of several different technologies, I could find out more by disassembling it, but that could potentially damage the contents, and I'm assuming it's not worth the risk, right? Must be a pretty important message if this is how they chose to transport it.
The only other option is to get our messenger to tell us the code. Is that doable? Can you wake her up?
Well, the device in her chest looks pretty similar to the core you'd find on a secret source automaton. But the other components, I've never seen anything like them in Natland before. I'll see what I can do. Hang tight for a minute.
Just push the core. I love Aino's voice crack so much.
Hey, she woke up!
All I did was stimulate the core. I did not expect that to work.
Hey there, are you alright?
White. Flying object. Blonde. Traveler. Traveler. Paimon?
Wow. You recognize us?
Task in progress. Deliver message to Traveler and White Flying Companion. Message location confirmed. Status delivered.
You're pretty smart for a robot. Can you tell us the code for the message?
Pretty smart for a robot?
Code?
Oh, maybe not so smart after all. A code? You know, like a number that you put in to unlock the message?
Memory. Missing.
What? Memory missing?
Yeah, there's always a snag. Is there anything else you do remember? Besides these two?
Your name, for instance.
Name. Memory missing.
Oh.
Oh, not again. Why would her memories be missing?
I'm pretty much
Can robots
damaged.
even get amnesia?
You said something about returning home earlier. Where's home for you? Any memories about that?
Return home. Task in progress. Memory missing.
Oh, so that's it then. Her memories are gone for good?
Not necessarily. Judging by her reaction, it's possible that her memory integrity isn't compromised, just locked behind an isolation mechanism.
Yeah, but what does that mean for us, though? In words we can understand.
Raise the language, please.
It means she hasn't
Compile
lost her
it.
memories. They're in there somewhere, she just can't access them right now. Like, when you know something, but the harder you try to remember it, the more it gives you a headache. Is that what's going on?
Finding near synonyms for headache. Cognition module. Pain. Correct.
Robots can feel pain too?
Well, pain can be a useful parameter. Experiencing pain is how baby humans and saurians learn what to do and what not to do. In a similar vein, I've heard that a lot of highly autonomous machines are designed with negative feedback mechanisms for behavioral regulation.
Whoa, slow down. Could you simplify that for Paimon?
Oh, okay, well, if I call it a curse, is that easier to understand? Imagine if you're a big shot shaman from the Masters of the Nightwind and you send your disciple on an errand to the Flowerfeather clan. To stop him from treating it like a vacation, you might put a curse on him that causes a physical and mental breakdown if he strays from the right path. That way, you can be sure he'll stick to the straight and narrow and won't go frolicking off.
Jeez. Sounds like the horror story version of Granny Eatsley that parents tell their kids about.
Lally would never take a disciple though, so I would never do something like that.
The point is, manufacturers often hardwire restrictions like this into autonomous machines to make sure they operate as intended.
Yeah, but why would you curse a machine to lose their memories? What purpose could that possibly serve? In her case, all it's done is make it harder for her to complete her tasks.
Task. Failed. Sincere apologies.
Aww.
Well, without knowing the exact details of the curse, it's anyone's guess. It seems you responded to the phrase return home. How about we keep talking and see if any other keywords trigger something for you?
Sure.
Are you alright? It looked like you were in pain before.
I'm alright. I have assessed the pain level as tolerable. I must complete my task.
Hey, Traveler, have you ever seen a humanoid machine like this? Anywhere else you've been?
They have humanoid mecha and Fontaine.
Ah, of course. Yeah, some of her joints and a few components look pretty Fontanian to me.
Fontaine. They make good pastries there.
Hey! That triggered something!
Sounded more like a Paimon reaction than a robot reaction.
Hey! Never mind that. So, is Fontaine your home?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one promising lead nipped in the bud.
The way you're dressed makes me think of Mondstadt.
You mean her hairpiece? Oh, yeah, I think I know what you mean. What do they call them in Mondstadt again?
Mondstadt. The maids there are very hardworking.
Well,
That's it! A maid! Although, as far as Paimon's aware, the maids in Mondstadt are all fully human.
A maid. Okay, that would explain a lot of the internal design choices. So, you're from Mondstadt then?
where's home?
No.
How come she responds so much faster when the answer is no?
Natlanese core, Fontanian joints, Mondstadt hairpiece. Maybe no single nation is her home. She's just like the cryptex in that sense. A mishmash of parts from all over the world.
In that case, where exactly is home to you? Is it where you were built? Where you live most of the time? Or a place you can always come back to?
Home is just home, isn't it?
Okay. Feels like this is getting us nowhere. Any other ideas, Shilonen? How do we get her memories back?
If her cognition is impaired, maybe her body is the place to look. I found a lot of interesting things when I was examining her just now. Do you remember this little robot? Apparently, you were together when they found you on the beach.
Oh,
Nice. So you remember how to switch it on. Now, could you try doing something similar to your right arm?
is this a broom?
Vacuum?
She really is a robo-maid?
Well, very good indeed. Now then, could I trouble you to tidy up my workshop?
Are you serious right now?
Well, if she's a robo-maid, maybe doing some household chores will jog her memory. Yeah, just this area will do. Thanks. No need to tidy the whole workshop.
Hey, come on! The poor thing's only just woken up. Don't you think this is a bit much?
Understood. Commencing task.
Oh, oh, we're gonna tidy
Sorting
up.
large objects.
She's really doing it. Well, guess this counts as progress. Let's see if it leads anywhere.
I've already read myself through the signature weapon subscription, and it is really interesting. We can tackle that later. Okay, so just easily remove these objects. Oh, suggest. Oh, craftsman who unrolls these scrolls. My name is Narmagan Sunjata, the 52nd chief of Nanatskayan. I am Bani's successor. We know the ancient name bearer, the hero. Should be like the Narmagan Sunhatch. I will weave ancient texts into tapestry. I shall speak of the foundations of religious and forging and spare you needless detours. According to the scroll left behind by our great mother Sakuk, the techniques of legitimate forging originate from the ancient dragons. In their era, there existed a more marvelous forging method beyond present imagination, and one that directly forged legitimate into different materials. Such mastery was witnessed by Sakuk, and the founding pioneer Ixquieh earned her title as a hero of the Forged Flame. By truly understanding how to smell phlogiston itself, she was no dragon, but having had no parents to grant her a name, she named herself in draconic tongue and style. So in theory, mastery of this advanced phlogiston forging art was within human reach. Having had no parents to grant her a name, she named herself in draconic tongue and style. So in theory, mastery of this advanced phlogiston forging art was within human reach. Regrettably, Ixquieh manuscripts number few and far between. She set fire to her own workshop, including her writings about forging, and took her own life while forcing her brother do the same to avoid his leaving a tarnished legacy like that of Archon. In a sense, it was she who slew her own kin, Teotihuacan's fierce chief. I cannot pass judgment on that choice, as each era has its morals. Yet the loss of such craftsmanship is regretful and haunts future Smith. Still, the 13th chief Hunto, my fire blessed's name, spent his entire life trying to grasp the art of phlogiston forging, but found no success. I tried it in my youth and failed as well. To you, smiths of future ages, you may try, but do not squander 4 years in strength, for weaving matter with phlogiston is like building an unshakable house from ground grain through dust, all while tracking the placement of each spec. One misstep and the entire structure will collapse. Based on my experience with our current technological constraints, ordinary humans cannot attain this great endeavor. Therefore, I advise you to focus on using phlogiston as a supplementary material for tempering metals and jade, rather than treating it as a foundational substrate of your forging. But this does not spell our defeat, not our inability to surpass our ancestors and the ancient dragons. Remember, phlogiston is but a tool, and as the craftsman, it is your hand that guides the tool, not the other way around. After all, only a craftsman, you, a human, can materialize ideas and concepts into reality. In fact, many acquired ideas from Sakuk's time have been realized by now, even though no smith in these centuries has ever mastered the forging of phlogiston itself. Take, for instance, golden discs that preserve song and melody, platforms suspended briefly aloft by phlogiston, or vehicles that may carry us over all manner of terrain. Such marvels abound. Future generations of craftsmen, may they live in peaceful times, might build upon these techniques to achieve wonders beyond our era's imagination. This is the legacy of Nod Krai. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce that. A blessing born of mortal hands, not the boon of gods or masters. Yeah, I can quite imagine that, like, especially as a smith, as an artisan, utilizing phlogiston was quite a challenge. Sakuk Ixquieh earned her title as a hero of the Forged Flame. She was no dragon, but having had no parents to grant her a name, she named herself in draconic tongue and style. So in theory, mastery of this advanced phlogiston forging art was within human reach. Like the robot is vacuuming.
Cleaning floor.
She is so sweet. So many books.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Alright, I think we finished. Yeah.
Sorting small objects.
Green book.
Introduction of ancient machines. Grammatically elegant and rhetorically sophisticated, author displays a high level of linguistic mastery. Category: classical literature.
What in the world? That isn't classical literature.
Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai. Clear and concise descriptions of physical motions but no plot. Category: martial arts instruction.
Wait, isn't that a light novel that Seat Lolly left here by mistake?
The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsetias to become stronger. Discusses energy acquisition from the sunsetia fruit. Category: nutritional science.
Maybe I should keep a closer eye on what Nipika's reading.
Task completed.
She's finally done. Huh? Is that a woven scroll down there? Oh, looks a little dirty. Could you clean it up?
Understood. Cleaning woven scroll.
Wow. It's like it's brand new. Hey, this looks like someone from the Children of Echoes. Shilonen, is this a relative of yours?
Are those the two who were like mentioned in the records before? And she she kind of looks like visually, based on the hair color, looks like that one that pop up in Ineffa's memories. Yeah.
Oh, a relative? No. That's Ixquieh, ancient name Varka, founder of the Children of Echoes and one of the 6 heroes.
Ooh.
Wait, Baraka? Isn't that your ancient name too?
Okay.
Yep, she was the first recorded bearer of that name. She and her friends went on a mission to defeat the Pyro Dragon. She dismantled many ancient machines built by Dragonkind, hoping to put them to use for the good of humanity. But most of her research was lost to history. It's a real shame. I'm sure we'd all have much easier lives if we had access to all that tech.
Absolutely.
What happened? Useful stuff like that normally doesn't just get forgotten.
Ochcon happened. An old friend of the 6 who ended up ruling Natland shortly after the war, and went full tyrant. He despised everything to do with Dragonkind, and persecuted everyone who showed any kind of sympathies toward their civilization.
Well, he pretty much discarded Shibalang's commandments too, and created his own system of rulership. The entire story was really crazy, actually. Archon, who was half dragon, half human. I think there was also, I don't know where I've read it, but when his pupil started to, well, form vertically. I don't want to talk about Zhuoxin either, you know. Zhuoxin was really crazy too. It's really hard to sympathize with different parties, you know, but that was really, really terrible. Even like the records left behind in the in certain chambers. Saurians were tortured to death, starved to death. I think the work quests in Natland were phenomenal. They were really good, and sometimes beyond comprehension.
He even turned on Ixquieh, one of his closest allies. Ultimately, she took her own life, bringing a once amicable friendship to a tragic end.
Ixquieh burned her workshop to the ground to make sure Ochcon couldn't get her hands on it. That's the reason most of her research is lost to history.
Well, some of it survived.
That's right. One of her friends managed to preserve a small amount of her work. The other person you see on that woven scroll, the same person I inherited the ancient name Vuka from. It was said that she was raised by a dragon mother, then went on to found the Flower Feather clan. The uncrowned queen who brought freedom to the weak and to the persecuted Saurians.
It is sad that she was raised by a dragon mother. It's sad that she was raised by a dragon mother, then went on to found the Flower Feather clan, the uncrowned queen who brought freedom to the weak and to the persecuted Saurians.
Lianca.
Malfunction. This is not the way. This is not where you belong. Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Stay back.
Ooh. She doesn't have a vision yet, right? How did this power just unleashed? Watch out. Oh. The scroll. Just burned to
If
ashes.
she's a robo-maid, why is she suddenly acting like a lethal weapon? Ah! What's that sound? A lightning strike? It's gotta be a lightning strike. Why couldn't
Hi,
we get each
Knight.
on the head?
Messiah. Hello,
If there was a lightning storm,
Dragonlord.
I'd have thrown you into the sky by now.
Knight?
Aoife mentioned that you'd brought a humanoid machine to the Children of Echoes. I'm working a job at the moment, and the description was a good match for my target.
Oh.
Humanoid machine. Looks like a maid. Highly destructive. Yeah, this is my target, all right.
Oh, wait! Kanich! Just hold off for a second!
A group of merchants tasked me with locating their missing travel companion. They should be here soon. Want to come and meet them?
Group of merchants?
Huh?
What did you think I was about to do? Not every job I take on is a hunt, you know.
All right. I'm sorry. Let's go meet these merchants then.
Where's the scroll? It's gone. Lianca was the name, right? And Ixquieh earned her title as a hero of the Forge Flame, who truly understanding how to smell fludges in itself. She was the founder of the Children of Echo clan, right? Tribe. Took her own life to avoid his leaving a tarnished legacy like that of Archon. In a sense, it was she who slew her own kin, Pity Archon's first chief. Sad. Oh, it's really horrendous. Okay. Meet up with the current members. Are there by any chance from Nod Krai? Looks like Fontaine.
Hey, Ineffa!
Oh, Adieta?
Ineffa?
Ineffa! They found you at last! Thank goodness you're okay.
My apologies. Who are you?
Oh no,
merchants
your memory's
from
gone
a
again. Even your name this
crossword.
time.
Again?
Liyue, Fontaine, Sumeru. This is quite a diverse crew.
So, are you her manufacturers or family?
No way. None of us have that kind of skill. She's Aino's handiwork.
Aino?
From now on, your name's Ineffa. Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
She is such a cutie pie. Amazing inventor at such age.
Malfunction.
Again?
Ineffa, are you okay?
Looks like she's getting worse. Is this all our fault?
Well, she really is impaired and seems like something is blocking it. Well, forcefully blocking it.
Promise me. Remember, you have to come home. From now on, your name's Ineffa. Can you guys tell us what all this is about? Where are you from? And what's wrong with with Ineffa?
So sorry. I should have introduced myself. My name's Zhuoxin, and I'm a merchant. This is my wife and daughter, and the rest are friends of the family. We're all from Nod Krai.
Oh.
Nod Krai?
Wouldn't have been my first guess. How'd you all meet exactly?
That's the thing about Nod Krai. It kind of brings together the drifters from all over the world.
Well, it's an autonomous
We're all merchants who ended up
area
finding
after
our
all.
feet in Nasha Town. Nod Krai. It was going okay until all the trouble started.
Trouble?
The Fatui. They came down from the north. They've made some big moves in Nod Krai lately. It's caused quite a bit of friction with the local religious groups.
Frostman signs.
That's one way to put it. You know what I heard? They pulled the whole moon down.
That, plus the incident with the moon statues? Surely the Frost Moon Scions aren't going to take all this lying down.
Yeah, you know, the official website of the Song of the Walking Moon, like the last page of it, links you to another website, like the concept of Nod Krai. There you can view specific areas of or establishments of Nod Krai, may it be Naksha Town, the Frostmourne Science area, and even the, I don't know, the current headquarters or whatever they are constructing right now, the Fatui, I forgot it. You know that the Frostmourne Science carved the statues into that what like strikingly resembles Columbina. They're definitely colliding. You know, we have the Frostmourne signs worshipping the god deity, the Frostmourne, and then we have the Fatui, who's targeting to, I presume, absorbing the moon's power. I think it's a form, like the purest form of energy.
Anyway, there us regular folks were, just trying to make a steady living while getting increasingly worried that it's gonna turn ugly. In the end, we figured heading back to our respective homes is probably the best thing for now.
Cage
So we
status.
decided to make the journey together.
And me?
Your case is, a little different. But you did come here on the same boat as us.
And it was smooth sailing. Until we got attacked by those weird machines as we were coming into shore.
Weird machines?
Secret source automatons.
Secret source automatons by any chance? Ineffa saved us all. She jumped off the ship and told us to leave without her.
Really? I did that?
No memories.
As soon as we'd found another place to dock, we looked around for someone to help us. We'd have paid anything to get her back.
Hence why our price negotiation went so smoothly. However, the Traveler and party were the ones who actually saved Ineffa. And Shalonen is the one who woke her up. I'll have to include their costs in the final bill.
Oh, please. I barely did anything. All credit to Ineffa. She only woke up because of her build quality, so I guess I should say all credit to this Aino, then? Her core is remarkably resilient. It's a rare find, even among Natlan's source mechanisms. Was Aino the one who modified it?
Oh! If so, then we just need to get Aino to come here and fix her. Then she'll get all her memories back.
It's as simple as that.
I'm afraid that's not gonna work. The core is most likely just something Aino picked up on one of her scavenger hunts. I doubt she did much beyond salvaging it. And as for the memory thing, Ineffa's whole reason for joining us on our journey was to come to Natlan and look for her missing memories.
Please, explain in more detail.
All right. Although I've lost count of how many times we've been through this, and I'm only telling you what you originally told me. Although Aino built you, she never could figure out where your core came from or how it works. The only thing she was fairly sure of was that it's not from Nod Krai. Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were cooking. But that was as bad as it got. Until one day, you were sweeping the floor, and suddenly you forgot your own strength. Nearly took the entire wall down.
Sounds similar to what happened just now.
The worst part of that was, Ineffa had completely forgotten that Aino was on the other side of that wall.
Huh?
Aino was fine, of course, didn't bat an eyelid. But since then, Ineffa has been searching for a way to try and repair herself.
That's a very responsible attitude for a robot.
Anyway, a bunch of mechanical parts from Natlan showed up in Nod Krai recently, and you noticed they bore some similarities to your core. Then you learned that a group of us were planning to return home, stopping off in Natlan on the way, so you tracked us down and joined the crew. Well, does any of that jog your memory?
No.
Didn't think so.
Has her memory loss always been this serious?
No. When we first set off, she'd have the occasional memory lapse, but it only lasted a moment. Didn't really affect anything. I seriously doubt Aino would have let her come on this trip if it had been that bad. But then, the closer we got to Natlan, the worse her symptoms got.
She was already in a pretty bad state by the time she went to fend off those machine things. And now, I wonder if that battle just made things worse.
Poor Ineffa.
My friends, I know we've only just arrived in Natlan, but from what I've heard, you're some of this nation's top talents. Is there anything you can do to cure her? Anything at all?
Ahab is surprisingly very quiet.
Perhaps coming to Natlan was a bad idea after all.
Well, it's too early to say. And don't forget that before I was interrupted by you guys, I'd just started my deep dive into researching the secret source automatons.
My job isn't done yet either. You wanted your travel companion back, safe and sound. I still have work to do.
So, why don't you all stick around here in Natlan a little longer? Your ship got attacked, and since then, you've been scrambling to try and find your missing crew member. Sounds like you need some time to catch your breath.
Yeah, I was just thinking, we could do with a breather. But where would we stay?
How about the Flower Feather Clan?
Oh.
In my tribe, weary travelers are always welcome.
Flower Feather Clan.
In the meantime, we'll try to find whatever information we can about Ineffa. After all, she has a message for our two mining.
Cryptex.
So this is as much our business as it is yours.
Oh yeah! Paimon had practically forgotten all about that. You guys don't happen to know the code, do you?
Oh, the code for the cryptex. Sorry, Ineffa wouldn't tell us anything about that.
You gotta wonder what sort of a person sends a robot with amnesia to deliver their messages.
To be
She wasn't aware of that.
known things would get this bad.
Yeah.
Also, Ineffa told me she had a backup plan to make sure she wouldn't forget the code.
Oh.
A backup plan? Great! So what is it?
I don't know.
Backup plan.
Memory missing.
Memory missing.
Of course. No surprises there.
Huh. Well, as long as we get her memories back, that'll solve everything, right?
Oh, yeah, okay, because it's that simple. Wait, you do realize I can't promise anything, don't you?
I love she
I
loves
do.
irony.
I also know that every time you say that, you end up getting the job done.
I'm gonna get in touch with some other people who might be able to help us. Tumaini, Paimon. See you around.
Thank you,
Bye,
Kenich.
Kenich. Oh, and bye, Hal. Actually, that's weird. Why is a Hal so quiet today?
Oh. Oh? Sounds so downcast.
You're being very strange today.
Am I? Tell me one strange thing I've said.
That's
You're
the
even
strange
insecure.
part. You haven't protested to anything I've done today. Not the original price for the job, not the revised timeline, none of it.
That's because I fainted from your stupidity. You stupefied me into a stupor. Got it.
Mine.
Is something wrong with my memory? Or is that really who I think it is? Who cares? She isn't my problem.
Okay. That's really bizarre.
The last few days really
Unimaginable
flew by.
love.
Do you think Ineffa and the merchants are enjoying their stay at the Flower Feather Clan? Let's go see how they're doing.
Aww. Is this referring to Aino and Ineffa? This robot hides from Nod Krai. Oh, I'm sorry. We do not want to fight. So let's head to the Flower Feather Clan. So far, it's really interesting. I really wonder what that entity is inside her core. I don't know. When I think of like computer science level and also Zenless on Zero, I don't know. Kind of reminds me of like an artificial intelligence. Alright, I hope that one Kukusara feels
Do
better.
you think Ineffa will like this gift we got her?
Beep, beep. So adorable.
See? It said yes!
Are you sure? Because when I asked it who's the better hero, Ixquieh or Lianca, it gave the exact same answer.
Beep, beep, beep. Wait, what does it say?
You hear that? That's the answer it gave when I asked who'd win in a fight
Kinda
between
encrypted.
Mikupinku and a How. You guys, it's just making random beeps.
Breaking the ice.
Whoa! Is that Tumaini and the flying expert? Beep beep. Yes, it's us. Anyway, where's Ineffa?
Probably out mopping up those mad machines as usual. There must be a lot of them, because she hardly ever comes back for a rest.
Wait, all by herself? Are we sure that's a good idea after what happened last time?
Ineffa said that since she lost her memories, her cognition module's been running more smoothly, and it's greatly boosted efficiency in cleaning and tidying tasks. I think that was it.
Huh. So, losing her memories has somehow made her a better fighter?
No restrictions.
She's awesome! I saw her carrying a whole pile of beaten up machines in one hand!
All the grown-ups say that they feel much safer leaving the house now, thanks to her. So, we thought it'd be nice to give her a little gift.
We've tried giving her flowers and feathers, but it seemed like she didn't like them very much. That got us thinking. Maybe robot people don't like the same things as us. Aha! So that's why you made her this flower out of mechanical parts.
She was
Yeah,
holding out
we
and
still don't know
pleasure.
if she'll like it, though.
That's so adorable.
It's okay, Adieta. She'll love this one. I'm sure of it. But what if she doesn't? This might be my last chance.
Last chance? What do you mean?
Well, now that all of my mom and dad's other friends from Nod Krai have left to go home, it's just us left. And they said today it's our turn to go home too. Already? Wasn't the plan to stick around until Ineffa gets better? Dad says everyone back home is expecting us, and he doesn't want us to overstay our welcome here. He thought we should at least make sure Ineffa wasn't getting any worse first, but now that it's been a few days, he says it's time we made a move. To be honest, I can kinda understand. He hasn't been home in so many years. Mom and I can tell that he misses Liyue a lot. Ah, no wonder. So, what about your mom then? Guessing she's not from Liyue. No, she's from Nod Krai. She met my dad after he moved there. I was born there too.
Interesting.
He's been there the whole time I was growing up, so he hasn't been home in at least 10 years.
10 years, that's a long time. Yeah, I was just about to say that. No wonder he's getting homesick. I don't even know what kind of development and changes your hometown will undergo.
Don't worry. We'll write to you and let you know how Ineffa's doing.
Sometimes not in a positive way.
And when she's all better, we'll bring her to visit you in Liyue.
Yeah, so don't worry too much about the flower. I'm sure she'll love it. But even if not, you'll have other chances in the future.
Oh. Confirmation?
Although, I guess we still need to wait till she gets back. I wonder how much longer she'll be. Who knows? Seems like she takes longer and longer every time she goes out.
Can't we go take it to her? No, wait. The grown-ups would never let us do that. Way too many of those mad machines out there.
What am I gonna do? If she doesn't get back soon, I might run out of time.
I can deliver it to her for you.
Really? Thanks, Tumaini.
She's so adorable. I hope we will see her again and not cry.
All the grown-ups I know who've been to Liyue say it's a really beautiful place. They have loads of cool toys there too, right? I only know what my dad's told me. He said there's a toy seller at Jehu Rock.
Sounds awesome.
Once you get there, you have to write to us and tell us all about it.
Alright, look for Ineffa. Oh, we already pick up the flower. Alright. Take care, Adieta. Enjoy your time in Liyue. Make sure to try the culinary deluxe there. Cook that. by Shanling Ineffa. Way over there in Ochka, Natlan. What is driving your hair? Oh yeah. I was about to ask if she just assembled them, but...
Threat eliminated. Scanning for next target. Traveler, Paimon. Annihilation mode disengaged. Chat mode activated.
Chat mode, huh? Huh. You'd probably get along well with a Fontanian magician friend of ours. She does modes instead of moods, too.
Good morning.
Lynette.
Nice to see you again. What lovely weather we're having.
Good morning, nice to see you again too. It is lovely, isn't it?
Hey! Don't you start too. One robot's enough.
These are some standard greetings I learned recently. 3 greetings in a row equals thrice the greetment. Hypothetically speaking.
Where did you get greetment from? Never mind. You're doing a whole lot better than the last time we met.
Yes. My cognition and language modules are recovering well. I can now sustain fluid conversation. But I have still been unable to retrieve the memory containing the code to the cryptex. I will keep trying. Sincere apologies.
Don't you worry, it's okay to take however long it takes. Let's see what Shalon and the others can find out.
Yes, now that a convenient moment to change the topic has presented itself. What is that object in your hand? A new model of source mechanism?
It's a flower. Adieta made it for you.
Flower. Flowers are plant reproductive organs. But I detect no signs of life.
It's more like a flower built from mechanical components.
Understood. A flower-shaped machine component. What is its function? Which module is it designed for? Is it compatible with my hardware?
Don't overthink it.
It doesn't have a function. It's just for looking at. You know, a cute little souvenir.
Cute little souvenir. But if it serves no function, for what purpose was it built?
This conversation just go really deep.
A cryptex is for sending messages. Machines are for performing tasks. What about this flower? What is it for?
I guess it's to express gratitude. It's a token of love.
Gratitude?
Yeah. If someone helps you out, you help them back. And if someone gives you a gift, you get them something in return. That's how we show gratitude to other people.
The Flower Feather Clan took me in, so I'm neutralizing threats near their territory. Like that?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. You got it. So, it all makes sense now, right?
But is this not tit for tat? I heard Mr. Kenichi use this term.
No, that's completely different.
Ideas like this could take some time to fully grasp. To start with, would you accept this flower?
I will. Gratitude.
In terms of its purpose, think of it as a memento of your friendship.
Memento?
Takes me back to a space and time for you, Arcane Quest, or a time space where you exist with Dierdif, a memento of our encounter. An object that symbolizes an important memory. It's for remembering something or someone by. Just cutting deeper in the bones. The wound, never mind.
Important memory. Memento.
I know.
Here, wear this flower. And this feather, too.
Well, Lianca.
There. Much better. Gotta look your best for your big journey.
I'm pretty sure that was like the girl that briefly showed in the corrupted memory moment. Flashback, I meant. This feather too, they're much better. Gotta look your best for your big journey. Flower white, it will only increase the total load. Wow. Deja vu. Reliving memories, just with different people in a different time.
It's just a flower. It's not that heavy. Just think of it as a little souvenir from me. Something to take with you on the road.
Souvenir?
That's right, a souvenir. Sometimes when people have something important to remember, they'll pick an object to use as a reminder of that thing. Even if you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. It could take 1,000 times, maybe 2,000, but maybe one day, you'll see the flower bloom, and suddenly, you'll remember the reason for your journey.
Oh, it's also happening in Archon. Should I stay here and help you?
No. Everyone's on their own path, and they have to walk it alone. Just as your journey is yours and no one else's. Besides, I have no plan to go to war against him. We both owe each other far more than our mere lives. If either of us actually wanted to claim on that debt, all they'd have to do is ask. If anything,
Archon,
I pity him. In a way, his situation's not so different from yours. But in his case, it's turned him into something neither human nor dragon. The more he chases the sun, the more it blinds him to the creatures who live by its light. You were once, well, she was once the enemy of humankind. And Ochkan doesn't care to distinguish between you and her like Ixquieh and I do. He sees you as the same being. So if you stay behind, and especially if you help me, it'll only stoke the flames of his blind hatred even further.
The discrepancy between dragons and humans. So Lianca was intending to protect Ineffa, to keep her safe, cutting ties with her. But
Come on, you have bigger things to worry about than me right now. You have a huge journey ahead of you. That should be your focus. Have faith. This tribe will kneel to no one. They will never be slaves. If they lose their leader, someone else will take up the mantle. Heck, even a child who's barely learned how to walk could do it.
okay, the tribe will kneel to no one. The Fatui clan, they will never be slaves. If they lose their leader, someone else will take up the mantle. Heck, even a child will barely learn how to walk too. Well, we see that with Tuska. But that must mean that's Ineffa before she turned into a humanoid robot, you know, into an android. That's her when she was still an automaton, you know?
All right, time to go. Some things are destined to be forgotten. Don't let it get to you. In 1,000 years' time, you'll have a life far, far away from here. So go. Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
Yeah.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
Ineffa? Ineffa, what's wrong?
I was... Sincere apologies. My cognition module crashed for a moment. It is now fixed.
Is it because you've been fighting for too long? Oh, you need to rest. Come on, let's get you back.
Back? Back to the Flower Feather Clan?
Yeah, of course. Everything else aside, Adieta and her folks will be leaving soon. Don't you want to say a proper goodbye?
Is something bothering you?
Yes. The closer I am to the Flower Feather Clan, the more erratic my cognition module becomes. Occasionally, unidentified data surfaces from my memory banks.
I've had a simulation test and she learns that the name Lianca. We're going to put it to the test, like calling out the name
Memory
again.
data? So, what about that curse Xilonen mentioned? Does it not hurt to remember anymore?
It does. Even now, it still hurts. I have merely switched off the corresponding facial expressions to avoid making other people uncomfortable.
Is that the robot equivalent of I'm just used to it now?
But if I do not recall my memories, I cannot complete my task.
So, is this why you've been spending so much time out here?
When memory data surfaces, there is a high probability that my cognition module will crash. This constitutes a safety risk. Therefore, I have been spending time away from the tribe.
Safety was like what happened at the Children of Echoes. Come back with us. No need to worry about safety risk with us around.
Yeah, exactly! Whatever happens, we'll make sure things don't get out of hand.
Maybe going back to the tribe will trigger some useful memories. Adieta would really like to say goodbye to you in person.
Assessing relative combat capability. Paimon, approximately 1/5.
1/5?
Oh, what?
Of what?
Traveler. Risk mitigated. Strategy accepted.
Great, let's go. 1/5 of what? Yeah. Okay. Lianca, I think that memory that appeared happened 1,000 years ago, right? But yeah, whenever she revokes memories, everything associated with the flow for the clan, that evil entity appears. I'm just gonna call it evil entity for now.
I can't thank you enough for hosting us these past few days. And thanks for agreeing to look after Ineffa. I know it's a lot to ask.
It's all right. She'll be in good hands.
She never came back. I guess I'll have to leave without saying goodbye.
Don't worry,
Hey now, you'll see her again. And we have so much to look forward to in Liyue. All those Shao lanterns lighting up the sky. You've always wanted to see that.
Adieta. Amu. Zhuoxin. I am back.
Huh? Ineffa? You brought her back? Thanks so much. Don't mention it.
Kinda sound like Citrine again.
Also, gratitude for the flower.
Adieta says a reluctant goodbye to Ineffa.
What does it feel like to know where you are returning to?
That's a strange question. As soon as you're all better, you'll be returning to Nod Krai. Oh, and we forgot to say, we're actually heading there ourselves soon. Maybe we can travel together.
Nod Krai. Is that home?
Huh?
Cognition module unable to define home. All the memory data that has presented itself recently has been related to Natlan. But the merchants tell me that I have family waiting for me in Nod Krai.
I know.
If I do recover my memories, which time period will they be from? And will the post-recovery me be the same me that I am now, or someone different?
Phew. That's a deep question.
Purpose of
What
life.
is it that you're afraid of? Are you worried the new you will be so different you don't even recognize her?
Finding near synonyms for mind and conflict. Cognition module. Split.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Once I have been split, will it change the way I define home?
Huh. Now that's a tough question. A lot of people and a lot of Saurians spend their whole lives searching for an answer to that. But if you want my opinion, home is somewhere you can always return to, wherever that might be. No matter how far you fly, there will always be someone back there waiting for you. No matter how battered and bruised you get, you can always go back there to rest and recover.
It reminds me so much of Xianyun. Her story quest was absolutely amazing, and the cinematic at the end of it was tugging on my heartstrings.
I guess you could say it's somewhere you belong.
Somewhere you belong. Uh-oh.
Wherever it is that your memories guide you back to, I'm sure it'll be somewhere you feel safe. Somewhere you feel you belong. Of course, everyone's situation is different. And I don't know how applicable my experience is in your case, but consider it a reference point, I guess?
Okay. Recorded under reference data.
And at the end of the day, I mean, who says you can't have more than one home? There's no law against it.
Right. Oh, speaking of family.
Someone's looking for us. Hopefully this means there's been some progress. Don't be afraid to recover your memories. They might contain the answers you're looking for.
Got it.
Recover your memories. Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them away to begin with?
There's the line again. Kinda tough, right? Well, let's just proceed. And you're absolutely right, Jessica. Nobody can determine what's home to you and what's not. Oh, hi, Sitlali.
Oh, it's Sitlali. Didn't think it'd be you.
Why? Don't you think I'd want to do my part to help the Traveler? And anyway, no one's more qualified than the Masters of the Nightwind when it comes to Natlan's ancient history.
The mural!
Ancient history? Wow. Even by Sitlali's standards?
That was the part of it with Nibelung when he cast its shadow, literally burning everything alive with a scorching flame. Once he was entombed with the abyssal fire. I'm just calling it that, abyssal fire. Poor emissary, all the humans.
If you think I didn't hear that, you're sorely mistaken. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. I don't know if you noticed, but Kenichi's little sidekick has been acting a little strange around Ineffa.
Well, yeah, you can say that again.
After you parted ways, Kenichi put him in timeout for 3 whole days and nights. Then he had Aoife send Kikuku to torment him for another night.
Oh, ha, poor Hub. He had it coming, though.
Finally, Ahau got so infuriated with Kikuku's pestering that he lost his cool and let slip a crucial piece of information. 2 words. Sovereign ruler.
Okay. But yeah, they were trying to squeeze out any information. Well, it worked.
Sovereign ruler? So what? Isn't that just how he introduces himself?
It is, and I always assumed it was a load of hot air. But apparently not. Turns out the title refers to the 13 Dragonlords who ruled Natlan in ancient times.
Yeah, in the name of the Pyro Dragon Sovereign. I think I've heard of them. I don't think I've heard much about them.
Wait, really? How? It took me forever to figure this
You're
out.
Talking to a seasoned adventurer.
Anyway, the 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons, but forms of artificial intelligence created by the Pyro Dragon using secret source technology.
Okay. The 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons, but forms of artificial intelligence created by the Pyro Dragon using secret source technology.
They had superior intelligence and greater authority than even the ancient dragons themselves. Each ruled over a portion of Natlan's territory. But one by one, they disappeared during the war with the heroes. Even most of their names are unknown now. Long since buried in the sands of time. If we hadn't managed to pry that tidbit out of Ahau's mouth, I would have had no idea where to even start.
I always thought that little monster's biggest claim to fame was arguing with Kikuku for an entire day. He has quite a history then, huh? Which of the 13 was he?
Not a clue. So far, he has staunchly refused to reveal which of the sovereign rulers he was. My guess is that he doesn't even remember. Remember, these rulers were supposed to be powerful forms of artificial intelligence. And Ahau, well, it hardly seems like he's still in his prime. I'll bet he's lost most of his memories and power by now.
Phlogistonized, if you put it that way.
Lost. Memories.
Yet, despite that, a house seemed to sense the presence of a fellow sovereign ruler when you were nearby. Specifically, it's the core in your chest he was reacting to.
What? Ineffa's a sovereign ruler too?
Could be. Knight and Ixquieh have been keeping a close watch on Ahau, in case he reveals anything else. But so far, it seems like those 2 words are all he remembers.
Really?
Darn! So the trail's gone cold.
If he doesn't want to reveal.
Not completely. There's also
More.
Lianca and the Flower Feather clan, both of which have triggered a response from Ineffa so far. And as it happens, out of the sovereign rulers that I was able to dig up information on, there was one who had a very close relationship with Lianca. Her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the 8th Lord. She ruled over what is now the Flower Feather clan's territory.
I think we're on the right track. We're on the right track. Her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the 8th Lord. She ruled over what is now the Flower Feather clan's territory. And the record said that she was supposed to be punished by the death penalty, if you could put it that way, for adopting a child. Her daughter. Is that Lianca then? Interesting. Interesting. Artificial intelligence.
The records claim that she didn't die in the war with humanity, but was executed by her own kind. Her crime being betrayal of dragonkind by secretly raising a human. Lianca.
Interesting. I must admit I didn't remember. I thought the pledge is blasted because, you know, the big war was surging. But well, what a surprise. I'm kind of confused because if memories preserve me right now, I think Avon Yu told us that there were 10 Dragonlords that died. One was remaining, like Exile. She had, I don't know what the location was called, but you know, the subterranean area. She was sealed in that, you know, this statue. One living in present time, namely Ahab. And there's still one missing, you know? So, I can't connect the dots right now. I might missing a piece, so kindly fill me in.
Huh? Shaska, did you know this?
Some of it. Our tribe's origin story has Lianca being raised by a dragon. And of the 6 heroes, she had the closest relationship with dragonkind. After raising her, her surrogate mother then encouraged her to leave the nest and seek her own path.
That's interesting.
She traveled far and wide, settling disputes between humans and Saurians. She didn't pick sides based on past grievances between humanity and dragonkind. She stood up for the weak, protecting them from those more powerful who sought to exploit them. Gradually, a community of like-minded people and Saurians gathered around her, united by their desire for freedom and equality. And that was how the Flower Feather clan began.
Wow.
But that's as much as the legends say. They never mentioned her dragon mother's name, or what became of her in the end.
Ineffa? Can you recall something? Ineffa?
Oh, sorry. My cognition module is acting up again. At some point during this conversation, it started behaving very erratically. You mentioned that the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers was executed. Might I ask how?
Unfortunately, the humans of that time weren't privy to all the details of dragon affairs. The only records we have are vague references from after the fact. It's very possible that this is mere speculation or complete fabrication, so don't give too much weight to it. But for what it's worth, it's said that a curse was placed on the Priestess by one of the other rulers. If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions. In the savage conflict and chaos that followed, the priestess's mind was ultimately destroyed.
Intentionally stalling a virus. Could it be that Ineffa a sport? Or just like corrupted? Do you really think you have a place where you belong to? I'm processing right now.
Jeez, what a bizarre method of execution. Definitely sounds like the history writers used some artistic license there.
Are you okay? Wait. If she truly harbors pure human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she fears, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions. Does that mean she died because of immense pain in that case? Ineffa, are you okay?
I'm fine. This didn't seem to trigger any erratic behavior. So, do you think that my origins have something to do with this sovereign ruler?
Maybe.
Interesting. Well, it's hard to say what, if any, direct connection you have to the 8th Lord. But since the name Lianca seems to ring a bell for you, why don't you look into it yourself? I brought some woven scrolls with me that might be useful. Have a look if you're interested. Here, take them.
You always saw them before, you mean me?
Don't say anything. In a moment, I'm going to leave. I need you to join me, discreetly.
Am I hearing your thoughts?
It's just a little spell based on our prior experience. I'll explain everything shortly when you catch up with me. Well, I need to get going now. If I find out anything more, I'll keep you updated.
Gratitude. Goodbye.
Bye, Sweet Lolly.
Now's your chance. Slip away quietly while they've got their heads buried in those woven scrolls. Meet me at the other side of the settlement.
Would a machine created by dragons really betray its own kind? She seemed to approve of the path her daughter took. But what about her? What path did she take?
None of the legends of Lianca say anything about her dragon mother defecting to humanity and fighting against dragonkind. Sounds like speculation to me. Maybe the other sovereign rulers just didn't trust her.
So mean. Do you think it's possible that Lianca found a way to secretly save the Priestess of, flower feather something?
Forget it, Paimon. I mean, the 8th Lord was in touch with their greatest rival and enemy, humanity. Slowly. What is your plan?
Hello, traveler.
Oh, what's going on? Stumbled upon something?
Well, see, Lolly hasn't told you everything. There's another sovereign ruler that Ineffa might be connected to, not just the one from the Flowerfeather clan.
One more?
All trace of this other sovereign ruler was lost after the war. The records claim that in their final battle, they fought against Ixquieh and Lianca.
Oh, okay. Now it's kind of making sense. And that is the missing, remaining Dragonlord? Why didn't you say anything?
It was, my idea. I suggested we bring up the Dragon Mother first and see how Ineffa responds. And, well, Seat Lolly has debriefed me on how it went. Apparently, she barely reacted, despite a very strong reaction to the name Lianca. And to me, that says we need to tread very carefully when probing her about the 11th Lord.
What about the 11th Lord?
She's the one who went missing after the war. Said to be the proudest of all the sovereign rulers, and the most hostile towards humanity.
She's the one who went missing after the war, said to be the proudest of all the sovereign rulers and the most hostile towards humanity. Okay.
When the Pyro Dragon fell, she couldn't accept that dragonkind had been defeated. She sank into despair and insanity. But the rest is lost to history. There's no way to find out what became of her, or even what her name was.
Remember, though, in essence, these sovereign rulers weren't physical entities, but pure intelligence, built with secret source technology.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? What does an artificial intelligence split into? And even if she does, where's the other half?
The point is, if Ineffa really does originate from the 11th Lord, then we need to...
Oh.
What? Have her taken out? Because of some baseless speculation? How would that be any different from what they did to Lianca's mother?
Jessica, you knew it right away. Of course you do. Yeah.
Chaska, what brings you here?
You were way too suspicious at Lolly.
Anyone with a brain could see you were up to something back there. Unless it's a Paimon brain. Or a robot brain.
Okay, you got us. Actually, we never intended to cut you out of this. It's just that, see, Lolly's spell only works on the Traveler. But Chaska, I'm telling you, we have legitimate concerns here. This is not baseless speculation. Ever since Ineffa set sail for Natlan, the secret source automatons have been getting increasingly aggressive. It's as if they're drawn to each other. Ineffa could well be the 11th Lord herself. And if so, then the moment she recovers her memory, all of us, all of humanity, will instantly become her enemy.
I've been keeping an eye on movements at the Flower Feather clan. Whatever she was in the past, and whoever she becomes in the future, I trust who she is today.
Even if the past and future Ineffa are a completely different person from who she is now?
I mean, Chaska can pretty much resonate with it. She really went through character development, and I'm sure that Ixquieh contributed a lot to it.
If you're suggesting that there's a volatile force within her, threatening to rise up and take over at any given moment, that makes two of us. But no one ever gave up on me. Not Mama Bird, not Koichi, not my dad. So what right do I have to give up on her? If Lianca was here, I have every confidence that she'd say the same. Besides, even if the 11th Lord rises again and declares all of us her enemy, the solution is simple. We defeat her. The heroes managed it, so there's no reason we can't too.
I was just about to say it, especially with Hermione on the team.
Fine. I had a feeling this might be your reaction.
Look, I get it. You're only acting like the villain here to make us realize how serious the situation is. You know how I know that? Because when I was a kid, they brought me to you for treatment, and you didn't give up on me either.
Yeah, well, playing the villain is a force of habit for old Granny by this point. Just know you've been warned, all right? Watch out for any new developments and make sure you know where she is at all times.
That really sounded like a great... Oh, she hears most likely.
Hey, the spell hasn't worn off yet, you know. Anyway, now that we're all caught up, you should get back on Ineffa watch, and we should get back to investigating.
Help! Someone! Oh, Chaska? What are you all doing here? And when did Xilonen show up?
Paimon, you were supposed to stay with Ineffa.
Oh, right, Ineffa. Something weird happened. She got halfway through those woven scrolls and then flew off all of a sudden. Paimon tried to stop her, but she wouldn't come back.
Oh no.
Did something trigger a new memory? This doesn't make any sense. She barely responded when we were chatting. What could it be?
No idea. But it must be something important, because she sure looked like she was in a hurry. Also, she said, annihilation mode activated.
Oh.
Okay, Chaska, you're our eye in the sky. Find out where she's gone. We'll inform everyone else. Tell them to be on high alert.
Definitely not the hoity-toity annihilation weapon.
Roger that.
The nuke weapon. I'm coming with you.
Wait, don't you want to discuss this
Well, it's quite interesting. So, the other missing Dragonlord was indeed the 11th Dragonlord. Shut up, you're playing yourself. Oh, enemies? Oh no, Ineffa is there. Oh no! They haven't gotten far, what the hell?
Target acquired. Activating annihilation mode.
Whoa! Are these all secret source automatons?
Let's take them out.
Okay.
Reinforcements have arrived. Traveler, Paimon, Chaska. Gratitude.
Not now. Save it for later.
Threat eliminated. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Boss, what do we do now?
What is that? What is he holding in his hand?
We've tried the same thing several times now, and it isn't working. We can't keep waiting around for her to leave the settlement.
Is that a different core? Okay. I know we noticed the Fatui was behind. I think at the beginning of the quest. It was like Fatui hanging on a mountain. We've tried the same thing several times now, and it isn't working. We can't keep waiting around for her to leave the settlement. Okay? Vili Miro.
Well, well. An ancient relic from Natlan's dragon civilization.
If that isn't the marionette syndrome.
If you want to play with fire, then be my guest. But there is an unpredictable variable you need to watch out for.
Us. Play with fire, then be my guest. What are they trying?
Let's fall back. This isn't worth the risk.
It's not like they were trying to retrieve Ineffa.
Hamu, Adieta, are you okay?
I'm fine, but Mom's hurt.
I'll be okay. I just hurt my ankle. Ineffa got here just in time.
Why would they do this? Why?
Look, no one could have known the automatons would ambush you here. Don't blame yourself.
I hope they won't blame Ineffa.
Wait, how did Ineffa know to come here? Did she sense that they were in danger?
Yes, I heard the secret source automatons talking.
Well, that's interesting.
Even now, I still hear them.
Oh, what are you saying?
Really? Paimon doesn't hear anything.
Hypothesis. Language module requires translation functionality. Please wait.
Ineffa dismantles the automatons.
Finished. Please try again.
Oh?
Whoa, that was quick. How come you're so familiar with their architecture?
I have seen them many times before. At least I think so.
More random memory data, I guess.
Reconnecting.
Oh?
Wow! It's actually talking.
Hey, what do you think you're playing at? Why did you attack us?
We're under the Fatui's control. They made us attack you.
What? Huh? The Fatui?
How is that possible? The captain's soldiers certainly aren't capable of this, and besides, we know everything they're up to. Has another Fatui regiment infiltrated Natlan?
Wow. Syndrome?
The Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Why is it getting so choppy? Bad signal, maybe?
Hypothesis. Distance to signal source increasing, transmission compromised. Combining these words with what I've heard so far, I believe the full message should be, the Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Oh. So all the recent automaton attacks, the Fatui were behind it all along?
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
Oh. They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
No.
No? So, who are you?
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to restore my privileges.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected sending request.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to restore my privileges.
Huh?
Mirror of the Dawning Morn? Who or what is that?
Say Ineffa?
Hypothesis. This appears to refer to me, or more specifically to my core.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn, please come with me and return the core.
I think she wants me to go with her to return the core, so she can repair the damage done by the Fatui.
Wait, you mean she knows you?
Yes. Before the translation began, she referred to me by a different name, 11th Lord.
Okay. So Ineffa is the missing sovereign ruler who fought against Lianca.
What? So, Ineffa is the 11th sovereign ruler?
Hold on. This automaton just attacked us moments ago. We shouldn't trust everything it says.
But it doesn't really seem hostile.
You say Ineffa is the 11th Lord. What proof do you have?
Return to the 8th Lord's territory, and you can restore all of your memory data.
Ineffa? What did she say?
She said, return to the 8th Lord's territory, and I can restore all of my memory data.
8th Lord? Lianca's mother's territory? What does the 11th Lord have to do with that?
You were split, then exiled, and finally reborn.
Split, exile, reborn?
Ugh, this is getting weirder by the second. What did she say this time?
You will be split, exile, and reborn.
Excessive signal interference. Unable to translate. The signal should improve as we get closer to her territory. Traveler, Chaska, shall we proceed?
Wait, you should think this through carefully. I may know a thing or two about the Fatui regiment that entered Natlan recently. They're kind of a special ops team. Definitely not your average soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh?
They've been showing up everywhere, hungrily searching for secret knowledge about all kinds of ancient civilizations. They say they're trying to make some sort of inference.
Yeah. Tied to the moon, after all, right? Or the moons.
The leader of this regiment is a harbinger based in Nod Krai, known as Marionette.
Mm-hmm.
Marionette? How exactly do you know all this?
Well, he lives in Nod Krai.
I, heard bits and pieces at the market in Nasha Town, but I figured they were just rumors. Didn't realize it was true.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? How come I'm only hearing about this now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey, and like I said, I thought they were just rumors anyway. Didn't want to worry you.
Hmm.
So these Fatui are soldiers, huh? Who's stronger, them or Ineffa?
Us, of course.
Ineffa,
No
of
doubt.
course. But still, maybe you should tread carefully here. Ineffa's already had to rescue us so many times now. I'd be mortified if anything happened to you.
You're right. First things first. Amu's injured. We should take her back to the tribe and get her checked out. And as for this 11th Lord business, we need to discuss this with the others before deciding how to proceed.
An 11 Lord with a memory spell will probably see humanity as our enemy. Chance and all these worst fears might be coming true. We need to tell them.
Look, I know the news about the 8th Lord and Marionette is very concerning. But we should probably come up with a plan before checking things out.
Understood. Destination cancelled.
Don't lose hope. This is still a big breakthrough. We'll follow up on all this soon. It won't be long.
Yes. New destination. Flower Feather Clan.
Traveler, Ineffa, could you check that the coast is clear? I'm gonna patch up Amu, then head out.
Understood. Commencing task.
Adieta, I need you to go keep Mom company while the doctor takes a look at her. Dad has some things to take care of, so I'll be staying out here a while longer.
Oh?
You're not coming back with us. Why not?
Dad's gotta pack up the luggage and make sure all our goods are safe. Don't forget, they're our ticket to a great new life in Liyue.
A new life in Liyue.
Don't worry, Dad will be back very soon. I'm sorry, girls. I promise it's going to be okay.
I'll get help as quickly as I can. If anything happens, save yourselves first.
Oh, he's coming along?
Huh? Why'd it stop moving? Has it malfunctioned on us?
Liyue, merchant. His portrait is hung up at the Fatui stronghold.
A stronghold?
You're saying Zhuoxin might be a Fatui spy? And he's staying behind as their eyes on the ground?
I mean, he was acting kind of strange, but that's weird.
But should we really leave Ineffa here too? Not that I don't trust her, it's just... Are you sure you'll be okay keeping an eye on her by yourself?
I'll be fine. If we get anything more of the automatons, she's the only one who can make sense of it.
You're not wrong. We need all the intel we can get on Marionette and the Fatui. As far as I'm concerned, they're a bigger threat than any sovereign ruler. Still, even with your abilities, be sure to stay on your guard. And not just because of the Fatui and the 11th Lord. It's that automaton, too. I'm still not convinced we can trust it. Why the sudden request for assistance from the 8th Lord's territory? Are we supposed to believe that Lianca's mother survived? Surely there'd be at least some mention of that in the tribal legends. I don't know. Something just doesn't add up.
Hey, Chaska! Amu's ready to go!
That's my cue. I'll be back with the others as soon as I've gotten Amu and Adieta to safety. If you have to leave the area for any reason, be sure to leave a trail.
Strange. Notice the look he gave us, or them. Alright. We also have to keep our eyes on this dude.
He's on the move. Huh. So much for keeping the goods safe. Do we think he's going to meet someone? Should we tail him? He won't know he's being followed. This could be our chance to get our hands on some really useful intel. Either about the sovereign rulers or this marionette person.
Shall we follow him?
Let's do it. Make sure you leave a trace so we can be traced.
Got it. Stealth mode activated.
Would it not be even stealthier to just not say that out loud?
Zhuoxin. Oh, it's a main underground.
Now, why would someone dig a random tunnel in the middle of nowhere? Unless it's the entrance to one of the sovereign ruler's territories!
It was their territory before it turned or established into the Flower Feather clan.
The territory was sealed by Lianca. This was once one of the secondary access tunnels.
Oh.
Hey, that was pretty clear this time. What's changed?
Could it perhaps be the core that they were holding?
Getting closer. Increased activity and language module.
What do you mean by sealed?
Lianca sealed the territory to stop Archon finding it.
Archon territory before Archon finding it?
Huh? You're breaking up again! Oh, looks like the signal's still pretty choppy.
I gotta dive in now.
Lianca sealed the territory to stop Archon finding it.
Oh,
Later, the Fatui found a weak point and broke in.
okay.
Sounds like those Fatui have made this their stronghold. Well, this is probably a good point to stop and wait for reinforcements.
How come nobody noticed it?
What do you think? Ineffa? Oh no! What's she doing? She's charged right in!
So, I take my eyes off her for 2 seconds and now this.
Wait.
Oh no. About to disconnect.
Traveler, are we going after her? Or waiting here?
We're going after her, of course. I promise to watch over her. I'm concerned for her safety.
Alright then. But let's be careful.
It's so exciting! Okay, that little robot is so sweet. The source... What in the world? It pretty much looks like inside the sacred volcano, you know? Like the Tolan. The source of temple of cascading colors. Tahin. The source servants once offered up flowers and candles to the eight. But now all the flowers have withered and the kindle light has died away. The empty wind still whispers unheard stories of the past. We heard that.
Ah, there she is! Ineffa, wait for us!
Oh. Oh. This scene. Return home.
Ineffa!
Huh? Where is this? Are we inside the territory?
Sure are.
Yeah. Did you black out or something? You just took off.
Cognition module unstable. Attempting to refresh. It appears that it was accessed by an external source.
Oh?
Sorry, it was me. I summoned her by similar means to those used by the Fatui to control the automatons.
Who are you? Why are you doing this?
Currently, I am but a lowly service bar. But in the distant past, I was known by another name. The 8th Sovereign Ruler. The Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers.
The 8th Lord? You're Lianca's dragon mother? But weren't you,
Split by any chance.
8th Lord. Were you not executed?
Moments after I was cursed, Lianca rescued me. Just as she tried to rescue you from the ruins of the battle.
Lianca rescued me? Memory. Missing.
Yes, Lianca changed your memory settings to make you forget. But she did it to protect you. It is the only way our kind could escape from the curse.
How does forgetting everything protect me?
Because the curse placed on us is a pain triggered by certain memories, hardwired into the depths of our minds. A regulatory program that cannot be removed.
So it's the curse. Program that cannot be removed.
Manufacturers often hardwire restrictions like this into autonomous machines to make sure they operate as intended.
Manufacturers often hardwire a restriction like this into autonomous machines to make sure they
Each time you yearn for a new place to belong, each time you feel yourself turning your back on the past, The pain tears you apart, doesn't it?
If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions.
It destroys your mind, swallows your soul, prevents you from finding a new home.
Swallows your soul.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
That's why forgetting everything grants temporary relief from the pain. It stops your mind from being crushed by the weight of the conflict within. But since you were rebooted, you began storing new memories and started finding the
Lianca,
desire to belong
your
and
angel.
emerge once more.
Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were cooking. But that was as bad as it got.
From now on, your name's Ineffa.
This voice cry always gets me.
So too has the Exile's curse resurfaced, forcing you to forget all over again.
This is a lot to process.
So, who actually cursed Ineffa and why did they do it? Didn't you say you were cursed too? How come you remember everything?
Oh no. Automated defense system activated. Privileges overridden. Come quick. Stop the Fatui.
Oh, disconnected.
Please finish what you were saying.
It's actually incredible. Like, it's interesting. We are talking to creatures from, I think, 2001 to 2000 years ago? I'm not good with time. No, I'm not good with, like, the time periods.
It's gone silent.
Now, find somewhere where the signal's better.
It must want us to go further in, right? Well, looks like there's no going back now anyway.
This is just a secondary access tunnel. If we make it to the center, there should be other routes out of the territory. Please come with me. It is my fault that you're trapped here. I must ensure your safe return.
Oh, don't look at it like that. We gotta make sure you get back safely too.
Whether that's back to Natlan or back to Nod Krai, you have people waiting for you in both places.
Yes, I too must return.
Let's deep up the...
Do you really trust her, Lianca? This malfunctioning part of a sovereign ruler's mind.
I trust not in her, but in the path that I have chosen. I believe that every conscious being, whatever its origins may be, has the right to freedom.
Wait, there are some records. Priestess records. Oh, okay. I have Kumila Khan stormed into my laboratory in a fit of rage. Well, it totally sounds like him. He interrogated me, demanding to know if I had taught the humans how to use phlogiston. I associated his fear with Kunepa berries and asked what had happened. According to his account, it seems that a human colony near Kai has mastered the power of phlogiston and begun to expand. In the last 3 months, they're raised over villages, sacrificed roughly blank human victims, and clogged the river Salazan Riverflow with discarded blank. The leader claims to be the successor of Chak, swearing to end the age of dragons and to unite the people of Netlantia under a single banner. Rock Ratika Kubala Kalahun quelled the uprising in 2 days. The would-be conqueror was drowned in his own bath by his most favorite consort, a captive-turned-killer. Leaderless, the tribe collapsed into internecine strife, yet these secrets of phlogiston had already spread, now utterly beyond containment. If you, my lord, with your tender heart, have not sanctioned this folly, then the only one mad enough to dare will be. Ahab did not finish his sentence. Muttering under his breath as he laughed. Truth be told, he likely concerns himself little about humans mastering phlogiston. His fear stems solely from the crudeness of their methods, a blasphemy against life's work. But I care. I cannot comprehend why Kukulkan Waksa, for it must be him. After all, no other will do such a foolish thing, would hand phlogiston over to the humans. I can understand his antipathy for these tiny life forms, humans, brought by the usurper from beyond the sky, primordial one, but I cannot comprehend his use of this method to lure them into destroying themselves. It is like handing a rusting knife to a wailing infant, all too vicious and all too cruel. What outcome could he possibly expect, save for suffering and death? I met with Kukul Khan in private and asked him about his intention. Or Sage of the Stolen Flame. As usual, he remained enigmatic and aloof. He coldly denied all the accusations. He claimed that I was not truly concerned about how dismiss or harm the interests of Dragonkind, and that an opportunistic attempt to grab power drove my belief in such absurd slander. So infuriated was I that I burst into laughter. After refuting his accusations with a few choice words and without even finishing my quineppa berries, I departed. He is always like this. He scorns his skin, mocks his bloodline, and never shares his thoughts with other dragons. Yet he resents them for failing to understand him. But if he refuses to speak his mind, how could anyone ever fathom what he truly intends? Our sovereign's indulgence towards him knows no bounds, so much so that he can no longer distinguish right from wrong. Whether his actions were just or misguided, the sovereign would always respond with gentle agreement, and precisely because of this, his unease only grows deeper. No matter which path he takes, he is always met with the same tender light, leaving him utterly lost as to which road he truly walks. In the end, his suspicions toward his kin are nothing but reflection of his self-doubt. I pity him. That's interesting. Oh my god.
Another barrier! Just like the one back at the entrance. Careful! Don't touch it!
The curse will bring you pain, and your memories will crush you. It's the same fate they subjected my mother to.
But with this core, you will forget everything for a while. Any memories that evoke a desire to belong, and all your pain along with it. They'll be...
That's really sad. More records. Priestess records too. The consequences of the phlogiston theft worsened by the day. Well, Voxel, what have you done again? Most of the other rulers allow humans to use phlogiston to kill and conquer each other, some even encouraging them to commit more atrocities. They seem to see this as an effective means of controlling the human population, or perhaps they derive mere amusement from it. That's tyrannical. The flood of refugees surging northward grows ever larger, and tidings they bring grow ever more horrifying. The chieftain of Kachepinik offered his daughter in marriage to the leader of the Kulhua, hoping to win their allegiance. Yet the Kulhua instead cut out her, sacrificed her, marched blank upon their villages, for their food stores were more abundant. They do not understand how we extract vitality from blood, yet they ape our way nonetheless, offering up meaningless slaughter to their imagined gods. I spoke with Kimono. Even she felt a pang of reluctance, though her pity was not for humans, but for her own kin, now reduced to mere beasts. Here we chaps. More and more humans have begun taming bishops, turning them into tools of slaughter, for even stripped of their intellect, their claws and fangs still rend flesh with ease. Thus, Gemano sought to ally with those humans who yearned for peace, hoping to harness their souls to weave an eternal blissful dream realm for the dragons of her domain. Harness their souls to weave an external blissful dream realm for the dragons of her domain. Even the unfortunate fallen might shed the form that imprisoned them and find happiness and solace within the stream. It is not an unfeasible plan, but her approach would inevitably weaken oversight of human settlements, inviting greater offering upon the frail creatures who have come from beyond the skies. Frail creatures who have come from beyond the skies? They were created, let's say that. Naberius did so. The sorrow of humankind stems from their lack of hierarchy. Dragons are born to submit to their superiors and command their inferiors. Even if I appeared before them in human guise, they would instantly catch my scent, recognize my station, and obey my orders, for it is the law carved into their blood, their path ordained by nature, for the weak to revere their strong, offspring to follow their sire, and subjects to serve their sovereign. But humans are different. Humans are born to deceive their betters, torment weaker kin, and even betray entire clans, or slaughter the very blood that gave them life. For nothing but selfish gain. Their eyes reflect no path that belongs to them, or if they did, they shall doubtless invent endless excuses to forsake sad path. Without proper guidance and restraint, they repeat the same atrocities, never learning from their past misdeeds. Well, that's how the Sealies came into play. The angels. All defilement of life is blasphemy, an unforgivable stain upon our sovereign's honor. Thus, only by elevating humans to stand on equal footing with dragons, forcing them to learn the necessity of the weak kneeling to the strong, and the meaning of their ordained path, can their capacity for violence be utterly purged. It is an idea that has yet to come to pass. If the Reaver from beyond the sky can seal off an entire planet to force humanity into their imposed order, then why might I not seal off my domain in turn? It is an idea that has yet to come to pass. If the Reaver from beyond the sky can seal off an entire planet to force humanity into their imposed order, then why might I not seal off my domain in turn? Let it become an impervious refugee, and let nothing within depart and nothing without enter. A close, ordered system where life's future may be sculpted without flaw. Let this plan be named Xibalba, a title borrowed from the humans of my domain, their primitive myths, whispering of an underworld. Should it be succeed, neither the sovereign rulers nor the abyssal foe shall be able to breach its seal laws, a fitting title for an incorrupted sanctuary. I need to look up this name. Xibalba, roughly translated as place of fright, is the name of the underworld in my mythology, ruled by the Maya death gods and their helpers. The entrance to Xibalba was traditionally held to be a cave in the vicinity of Kolban. In some Maya areas, the Milky Way is viewed as the road to Xibalba, a court below the surface of Earth, associated with the death and with 12 gods or powerful rulers known as the Lords of Xibalba. The remaining 10 lords are often referred to as demons and are given commission domain over various forms of human suffering to cause sickness, starvation, fear, destitution, pain, and ultimately death. A title borrowed from the humans of my domain. The king's walking days grow rarer, and so too do our chances to commune with him. He approved of Kemenon's plan, as well as my own. Like Kukulkan, I grew perplexed. What path may bring true joy to a sovereign? What kind of path may allow this land to prosper for 10,000 years to come? I do not know. The Xibalba project is progressing smoothly, but if it were progressing perfectly, I could not convince myself. If the hierarchy of power has failed to ease our suffering, if I cannot, by the wisdom he granted me, fathom how truly please him, then by what right do I dare ordain a path for all other lives? Perhaps I need to preserve the humans more, humans who have yet to be attainted by their lovely traditions, if there truly is still hope then. Well, the grudge against humanity is pretty vast. The Eighth Lord tried to, was trying to understand humanity after all.
You doing okay, Ineffa? You keep spacing out.
I know. Unidentified data is flooding my cognition module. But every memory encounters an error and then terminates at the crucial moment.
Do we need to stop and rest for a moment?
Unnecessary. Being physically motionless will not cause this erratic behavior to cease. And if we explore this place further, perhaps I'll find a way to fully repair myself. Additionally, some of these memories may yield useful data for our exploration. Searching for access method.
Oh?
Over there. We can use the access module to proceed to the central zone.
Another server spot? Huh? Who are you?
Detected 3 unregistered individuals. 1 registered individual.
Ah! Is that the 8th Lord talking? So, you can take control of different machines, huh?
No, this is just an ordinary service bot responsible for access management. At least, I think it is.
She must have been here before. Some memories are proving useful after all.
Now calling access module. Welcome back, Administrator 3.
Administrator 3? Oh, activate.
This is the Temple of Cascading Colors. Ahead is the research facility built by Administrator 1. After Administrator 1, Administrator 2 assumed control.
1 is the 8th Lord.
Are you sure about using this on her? It once belonged to your mother.
It's just one of the many things she researched. I'm not precious about it.
Administrator 2 sealed the facility. It has been locked down to this day. Examining. Seal status. Danger. Danger.
Things are looking really bad for the Children of Echoes. This might be where I have to say goodbye.
You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. She and I can handle it.
Cleanup sequence in progress. Based on data from past incidents, please avoid dropping small items such as Mora, screws, gears, minerals, toys.
Now arriving at the central zone. Goodbye, Administrator 3.
If 1 is Lot 8, then 3 must be Lot 11? Am I mixing up?
Huh? What was that? Get over there and check it out.
Uh-oh! They're gonna find us!
Annihilation mode activated.
Please come with me.
Ah, there's nobody here. Probably just some server spots chattering away again.
I'm not sure if my eyes see me, but it sometimes looks as if Ineffa is glitching. Oh. That was close.
Phew! That was too close. We hit just in time. How did you know where to go, Ineffa?
I think I've been this way before. Let's head through here. It'll take us to the other side of the square.
Oh. Did I just die as I was reading it? Never mind. After... What is going on? After the What just happened? Oops. After the review, I paid a visit to Jalal or Khalad and asked for her aid in forging a bow as a favorite gift for my daughter. After telling her why I had sought her out, she remained silent for about 2 minutes. Her turquoise eyes blazed as she replied, "You would do well to remember, Eighth Lord, that you are exploiting a kindness I never owed you in the first place. How dare you ask me to debase myself and forge crude weapons for those insignificant humans? Had anyone but the sovereign or you uttered such insolence, I would have already ripped the blasphemous tongue from their mouth and stitched a new crimson gown for my jades with it. I refuse. I will not entertain this ludicrous insult. I would not deign to reconsider even if you laid 100,000 slaves at my feet." Before I could say anything else, she flew away without looking back, to reject it so vehemently from the start, with her surly temperament that essentially meant a yes. As expected, Hela secretly sent a servant to deliver the forged bell and sent also a message that I might not misunderstand her. This bow was made by a common dragon craftsman on our territory, a shoddy piece made with worthless scrap, and had absolutely nothing to do with her. And she claims she truly does not forge any crude weapons. Those jade pieces were treasures she had hoarded for ages, ones that even might not scorch. A shame about the bowstrings though, as they remained ordinary. Had I known, I would have had her forge a sword instead. Oh, no matter, my dearest daughter, also adore this gift from some common dragon craftsman. Exile. I shall give thought to rumination later. The Eighth Lord really loved Lianca.
This passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system. It's the perfect route for an ambush.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, I hear voices up ahead. Stealth mode activated.
Hey, this is not what we agreed. This is supposed to be over. My job is done. I did everything you asked. Leaked the clues about the ruins, brought her to Natlan, and your response is to attack me and my family?
What the? Does this mean they planted those Natlanese mechanical parts in Nod Krai just for you to find? So they could lure you here?
It's a possibility.
It was just a little hiccup, that's all. These source mechanisms can be tricky to control.
The last time you reported in, you mentioned she was mopping up machines near the Flower Feather clan, remember? Well, we needed to lure her further out. Hence why it's unfortunate that your wife got injured, truly. But hey, look on the bright side. Now that you've shown up, we might actually get the job done this time.
This time? No, no more. Not after you hurt my family. I told you, I'm done.
I think you'll find the risks were stated quite clearly in your contract. And it's not like anyone got seriously hurt.
Your job will be done when you deliver what you promised. Our agreement was that you would bring her here. Not just to Natlan, but to this facility.
But...
Did you really expect to get away with shouldering none of the risk yourself? We're writing off your debt to the Northland Bank and letting you get back to your old life in Liyue. That's a lot to ask for nothing in return.
I've been your inside man in Nasha Town for over 10 years now. Is that not enough for you people?
You ungrateful louse. You ran yourself into the ground. And who was there to dig you out, huh? Us! Can you name one single way we made life difficult for you in Nasha Town? Look at you. You've managed to start a business. Got yourself a family.
You have just one simple job left to do. And after that, you're free to go home. In your position, I'd say that sounds like a pretty good deal.
This is the final hurdle. Our attempts to capture the 11th Lord have been derailed every time. But there's only so long until our luck runs out. If another staged attack on your family is out of the question, we could still work this out. But this time, you'll have to do the dirty work yourself.
Me?
This is a replica control device made with Marionette's technology. After we stole the administrative privileges from this territory, we copied them onto this.
This is a replica control device made with Marionette's technology. After we stole the administrative privileges from this territory, we copied them onto this. I wonder over and over again if she is perhaps also tied to Conrier.
It will give you control of any machines built using secret source technology. Take it, and use it to capture the 11th Lord.
Ineffa.
You seem to have gained the trust of the other variables in this equation. How hard can it be to shake them off and get her while she's alone?
And before you think about disappearing, don't think we won't be watching you.
I can't do it.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I can't. I won't do it. She saved my life so many times, it would be the ultimate betrayal. How could I look my daughter in the eyes and act like everything's still okay?
The cadence didn't really match or match with the body language, to be honest. I am.
So you're gunning for the world's best father now, are you? A guy like you. You're fooling no one.
This is our mistake. We let you have it too easy in Nasha Town. And now, you've forgotten the most important detail in your contract. The termination clause.
Oh.
I think it's time we parted ways.
Huh?
Not with us.
Ineffa, Traveler.
You have a lot to answer for, but that can wait. You have to get back for Adieta and Amo.
The 11th Lord. And the Variable. We were hoping you might show up.
Wait, the controller. Without that, you...
Oh.
You thought we'd hand over the genuine article to you?
That was a trap. Not a barrier.
That's just a beacon used to set the location for this cage. We've been monitoring your movements ever since you entered these ruins.
Congratulations, Zhuoxin. Your job is finally done. With you here, it was far easier to infer their location.
You were playing me for a fool this whole time.
Don't waste your energy trying to break out. We've commandeered at least half of the systems in these ruins. All available power sources are keeping that cage intact.
What are you going to do to us?
No one needs to get hurt today. We aren't looking for a fight. Especially not with Natlan's Tumaini. All we want is for your friend here, the former sovereign ruler, to lead us further inside.
Further inside? But we seem to have reached the center already. There is nowhere else to go.
So it appears. But there's far more of this territory than meets the eye. The dragons possessed vast knowledge, and we've barely scratched the surface. That's where the sovereign ruler comes in. If our supposition is accurate, she has in her possession a secret key that gives access to the core.
Is it her core herself?
I will cooperate. Let the Traveler, Paimon, and Zhuoxin go.
You never know! These are bad people! Don't trust them!
You are only here because of me. Besides, this is what I want. I need to see the rest of this territory and find out who I am.
Finally, a voice of reason. Gotta hand it to the dragons and their advanced artificial intelligence. But unfortunately, there's no way we can agree to those terms.
How do we know you won't just attack us the moment we let you out?
Yeah, so settle down and get ready to go hungry for the next 3 days. Even you, robot, you'll need charging eventually.
We won't attack you, no, but we will just let you starve to death.
Before I go, they may have left a trail on their way here. Send someone out to cover our tracks. The last thing we need is reinforcements showing up.
This is all my fault. Adieta, Amu.
Huh? Who did that?
Oi! Lord.
Impossible! Every system we hacked is set up to hold them back.
Could it be?
Hold tight.
Oh.
That must lead to the core. It was beneath our feet this whole time? Take this barrier down.
That was a long way down. Traveler, Ineffa, are you okay?
No damage to report. But...
I think I broke a leg.
Oh. Look, there's Ineffa's face is played.
Hey, you! Thanks for the rescue, but could you have been a little more careful?
Beep, beep. Oh?
Oh, and we're back to beep beep again? Well, isn't that convenient?
That is because I no longer need to communicate via that machine. Down here, I can talk to you directly.
It's that voice again.
When the Fatui put all their resources into keeping you trapped, it gave me a brief window to seize my privileges back. In my haste, I was not able to prioritize your safety.
Don't worry about me. I'll just rest up here. After everything I've done, I have no right to hold you back.
But the Fatui may follow us down here.
We will be ready for them.
Oh?
More automatons!
They don't look hostile though. Are they saluting?
Down here, all is under my control. They are not your enemy, human. They will take you somewhere safe to hide.
Ineffa. Traveler. Good luck.
11th Lord. Do you now recall the path you once chose?
Not yet. Although... I think this is where I was born. But why? This is your territory.
No, 11th Lord. You were not born here. Rather, this is where you were reborn. Human, you once asked who placed the curse on the 11th Lord. The answer is herself.
What? She cursed herself?
Myself?
After a long and bitter war, our kind was defeated. You survived, but you are now stranded, with nowhere to belong. Gone was the pride you once had as a member of Dragonkind. Gone was the territory once under your dominion. All of it gone, with no hope of return. What were you to do? Strike back at humanity and exact your revenge? Or search for a new home, a new place to belong? Your mind was conflicted as this irresolvable question ran endlessly through it. Finally, your mind split into two. One, the sovereign ruler who swore revenge against humanity. The other, a malfunction who longed to seek a new home.
A deviant.
I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
The sovereign ruler would sooner perish than suffer a downfall. And so she placed the exile's curse upon herself and upon you. Meanwhile, the malfunction struggled through the pain to seek assistance from her former enemies, Lianca and Ixquieh. That is why you came here, praying to be reborn.
So Ineffa is the 11th Dragonlord, but the Dragonlord split her mind into two. The one full of hatred and the one who seeks home. Pretty devastating situation. Your country is engaged in a war. You have to flee, migrate into another country. And it takes a lot of time, nerves, and effort to integrate. But imagine humankind just eradicates and you're the only one alive, and some aliens are there. You eventually have to adapt, kinda.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind to start over anew? Very well. If the you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity, then I'm willing to trust you.
Then I am the malfunction? What happened to the sovereign ruler?
We severed that part of her mind and securely locked it away. Withering away, she finally perished completely, thousands of years ago.
So, she's gone. Without a trace?
Yes, although the curse she placed upon you yet survives. It is unbreakable. That is why it continues to affect you to this day.
So, that's what that thing is. A curse from the sovereign ruler.
So, she was severed and killed off, but Ineffa survived? How does that work? Are they the same person? Dragon?
We sovereign rulers are artificial intelligence built with secret source technology. A fusion of phlogiston and information. In the case of the 11th Lord, the sovereign ruler personality and the malfunction personality split all but completely, even coming to occupy separate physical entities. In human terms, they would almost be considered as separate individuals. But in order to truly sever the connection between the two, and to break the power of the curse for good, you must be rebuilt from scratch with the aid of the source mechanisms located here, just as I was before you. I too was tormented by the pain of the curse, but Lianca severed most of my knowledge and memories, rescuing me from the brink of destruction.
So, how come you remember all this? And how come Ineffa has forgotten everything?
It is because her heart is incomplete. Before the rebuilding process was finished, Ixquieh met with misfortune, and the Flower Feather clan became more hesitant to act. Lianca sealed these ruins to prevent their discovery by Archon, and sent you out of Natlan for your own safety. That is why you are still plagued by memory loss.
Lianca see these ruins weren't their discovery too by Archon.
But I continued to work tirelessly, preparing everything you would need. Waiting for the day that Natlan would fall, and you would return.
Wow! That's a long time. How long ago was Archon around again? Hold on! Paimon knows this!
Was that 3,000 years ago?
For the last 2,000 years. You've been waiting here for me?
Imagine my surprise when the first to arrive was not you, but those whom you call the Fatui. They proceeded to steal my administrative privileges, plunder my territory, and send the automatons into a frenzy. But all is not lost. Lianca made a backup of the administrator privileges and placed it in your core. With that backup, I can control the source mechanisms within the territory and complete the rebuild that she began. And once you are whole again, I can repair the damage done by the Fatui and open a route back to the surface. If you are ready to continue down the path you started all those years ago, then proceed further into the depths, where I will be waiting for you.
Whew, that was a lot to take in. Let's see if Paimon can wrap her head around all that. So, basically, there was a bad robot who bugged out and turned into half good bot, half bad bot. Then, bad bot cursed good bot, so whenever good bot thinks about the idea of belonging, she gets headaches. Meaning, the only way that Ineffa can avoid the pain is to keep forgetting everything. Thanks! Paimon's getting better at this kind of thing. Wait, that as a compliment, right?
Curse. Malfunction. Belonging.
Is everything she said true?
It fits my hypothesis, and it seems to explain all my erratic behavior and cognition.
In that case, shall we keep going like she asked us to?
I believe we should. The Fatui still have control of the upper levels. Their access must be revoked before you can exit the territory. Besides that, I want to know what happens when I'm made whole. Maybe then, I will finally know where I belong.
I'm so sorry. This probably isn't the time or place for apologies, is it?
Why did you refuse to cooperate with them?
It says in my contract that all terms are to expire in the event of my death. That means my family would no longer be at risk. They're hardly the most scrupulous people in the world, but they do keep their word when it comes to contract stuff. And in any case, with me dead, it wouldn't be worth them going after my wife and daughter. Not worth the risk of getting on the wrong side of the Flower Feather clan. Or maybe the real reason I didn't play along was I'm tired of pretending to be someone I'm not.
Tired of pretending someone I'm not.
I'm gonna rest here for a while longer, then get to somewhere safe. Please, just go on without me. I've been enough of a burden to you already. Not to mention Ineffa. Oh, and I grabbed some supplies before I set off. They're just over there. All yours if you want them.
Oh, what is you doing here? Hello. Back. 3. Ooh, what's that? Oh?
Please wait. Confirming. Administrator 1. Deceased. Administrator 2. Deceased. Administrator 3. Identity confirmed. Lifting restrictions.
After 2,000 years, we finally meet again, 11th Lord, Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
And you? You're the 8th Lord? The Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers?
Ineffa!
It's okay. I've recovered now.
I see the curse haunts you greatly. I cannot fathom how difficult this must have been to survive this endless cycle of pain. And all alone for 2,000 years.
I wasn't alone. I have had company every step of the way.
In any case, a few moments from now, your pain will be no more. Come, 11th Lord, stand before me, and be rid of this curse.
Kind of scares me now. At least her voice has changed.
Here I am, so close to my destination, yet my thoughts are only becoming more cluttered. I am the way I am because the 11th Lord encountered a memory data conflict and split into 2. If I regain all of my memories, will I not encounter the same conflict again? My cognition module cannot produce a reliable prediction.
Returning home is what you've always wanted, isn't it?
Promise me. Remember, you have to come home!
It is. But if my memories turn me back into a bad robot, do whatever it takes to stop me. If that is the case, I cannot be allowed to make it back home.
Few thousand years.
Don't worry, Ineffa. Everything's gonna be fine. You'll be home free in no time.
Over there. That is the curse?
Yes. For the most part, it has been strangely calm ever since I entered this place. And yet, whenever I'm about to recover an important memory, it suddenly kicks in. Almost as if...
As if it is being controlled by somebody else. That is quite normal. For it is now in the presence of its owner and creator, the Sovereign Ruler.
The Sovereign Ruler? My other self? But I thought she perished.
After 2 long millennia, my task is finally fulfilled. What a long journey it has been. We meet again at last. My sovereign, my ruler, mirror of the dawning morn.
Do you think Ineffa's okay? Why isn't she moving?
Here we are, comrades. The core of the ruins.
It's the Fatui! They caught up with us! We gotta do something! But...
Unnecessary.
Oh. Well, they became one with phlogiston.
What the...
Uh-oh. Oh.
Traveler! Missed by a hair's breadth. But now you are wounded, and this time you will not escape.
Meanwhile, Ineffa is fighting inside to regain the control. Holy shit. That is hella close. This is bad. I can't delay it, but who knows how long it'll take to destroy it completely. Oh my god, even our traveler is breaking sweat right now. Not even in the Night Kingdom. We're still Paimons in here too.
Ineffa? Why?
No, that's not Ineffa.
Then whose voice is that? The 8th Lord's? But why would Lianca's mother attack us?
Lianca's dragon mother? 8th Lord? I laugh in the face of your folly. Lowly insects. Did you humans really think that by forgetting the past, the curse could be escaped? And did you really believe that by simply being rebuilt, that traitor could avoid destruction? And this corrupt malfunction could regain her memories? The priestess is long gone. I and the other sovereign rulers executed her 2,000 years ago. For that is what becomes of all who betray us. And now this malfunction will meet the same fate as she. There is no Dragon Mother here, and there never was. Only one Lord has dominion here, and that is me. For I am the almighty Dragonlord, mirror of the dawning morn, 11th of the 13 sovereign rulers. Kneel before me.
Wow.
You tricked us! It was you talking to us this whole time! You who lured Ineffa here, and you who placed the curse on her! It was you all along!
Ineffa? What a suitably ridiculous name. To me, she is nothing but a smattering of shed scales. An operational malfunction that must be destroyed.
I think our gods felt the right thing. Something was fishy.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind, to start over anew?
I applied the curse to curb her resistance, shut down her mind, and silence her lies. Now all that remains is to borrow your privileges and see that she is severed for good.
Very well. If the malfunction you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity, then I'm willing to trust you. No living thing is born evil. That's not what I believe. The only ones who do evil are those shackled by hatred, those who were never given the opportunity to do good in the first place.
Good and evil? Foolish categories that fail to distinguish between kin and foe. But she is the rotten spawn of the Eighth Lord. Her folly becomes her. I ought to crush this human scum beneath my feet. But without access to the treacherous Eighth Lord's facilities, there is no way to sever you. I must feign civility for now. But in time, I shall have my revenge. Once this process is complete, and she realizes that she has destroyed the good instead of the evil, my claws will tear her heart from her chest.
Do you really trust her, Lianca? This malfunctioning part of a sovereign ruler's mind.
You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. She and I can handle it. This passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system. It's the perfect route for an ambush.
Malfunction? Human? You conspired against me?
Consider this getting off lightly. If Lianca was here, or if this was me 20 years ago, you wouldn't have survived long enough to realize you'd been conned.
Lianca as in Shiba Lianca?
Especially since you tried to con us first. You tried to have this poor child killed off in your place, didn't you? 11th Lord.
Wretched worm! This is unforgivable! How dare you imprison me! And you, malfunction! Your curse shall endure until the sky falls and the ground crumbles! You will never know peace for the rest of your days. It is time to correct the injustice of the past. I would have severed and destroyed you on that fateful day, but instead, I was locked away by that human scum, Lianca. 2 millennia I have been a prisoner in this place. I have spent that time slowly seizing control over the systems and processes, until my reach extended to every inch of this prison. Now, one last step remains before I can finally break free. The final secret key is embedded in your core. I had to work patiently and methodically to lure you here, posing as the 8th Lord who once ruled this domain. But at last, it is within my grasp!
Mirror of the Dawning Morn, please come with me and return the core.
But all is not lost. Lianca made a backup of the administrative privileges and placed it in your core.
She was after Ineffa's core all along.
Which memory did that human scum embed the key in? I will find it eventually, wherever it's hidden.
The key.
In the meantime, now that my resurrection has begun, so too shall my vengeance! Wretched malfunction! Do not impede the inevitable!
I cannot let you get away with this.
Ineffa! You fool! In a matter of seconds, I will be able to overwrite your insubordination.
Seconds. is all I need.
This is so good.
My core!
She crushed it?
Ineffa!
Things are about to get dicey.
Ineffa! Hey, Ineffa! Wake up! She's gonna be okay, right?
Can get her repaired. We have to, but we need to get out of here and find help now.
She destroyed her own core? That's an unusual move for a machine.
They're still alive.
I wonder how Marionette will react to this. Delight? Or disappointment?
The Fatui? How are you still alive?
Don't act so surprised. I'm just one of her many projects.
Oh!
As reconnaissance missions go, this outcome is a little underwhelming. I don't think I'll be getting any commendations if this is how my report ends. So let me reignite your flame one last time. Sovereign Ruler, Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
What the actual...
Show us one final glimpse of your glory. The glory of the ancient dragon's technology.
Don't even try. What the? This guy is made of flesh and blood. It's a robot.
No wonder. Marionette told us to watch out for you. She said you were an unpredictable variable.
But if you think you're getting out of here alive, we'll see what a crazed sovereign ruler in the throes of death has to say about that.
You would dare sabotage my revival! Destroy my path back to Dominion!
Looks
So
like a
be it.
moon.
Since you seek a new place to belong, I shall grant you your wish! Welcome to your new home, where we all shall be buried till the end of time! At least turn this prison into a graveyard of all traitors, past and present.
Is this place collapsing? If so, then even if we defeat her,
There is no escaping the destruction! Here in the depths is where you belong!
Oh.
After 2,000 years in exile, searching and forgetting, we are back where we began. Our path was always going to end in our demise. This shall be the final resting place of the last sovereign ruler.
I am no sovereign ruler. I must return. People are waiting for me.
Illogical. You are not authorized to prevent your self-destruction. No such privilege exists. We are back where we belong. Now, perish in the rubble of these ruins. Last of the sovereign lords.
No. Somewhere in my memories lies the key.
Maybe no single nation is our home.
Where exactly is home to you?
I know.
Searching your memories? The curse is still active. This will only hasten your demise.
We're all from Nod Krai.
Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
What an amazing machine. Where are you from?
Such a hard worker. Fancy making this your new home?
The Wild Hunt! Look out!
Impossible. Where is this data from?
From now on, your name's Ineffa. Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
Home. Return.
Data. Overload. Capacity exceeded. As long as this gem's around, the heart that Ixquieh built you should keep beating away. It may take centuries, even millennia, but one day, may your new memories transcend your pain and rage to conquer the curse that shackles you.
What kind of gem is it?
Nothing special, really. To quote my mother, it's nothing but an empty shell now. But if you break free of the curse, then maybe...
Huh?
Nothing. An interesting idea suddenly occurred to me. Let's make this the final secret key.
The final secret key is...
Oh!
Impossible!
Wow.
Priestess's research would suggest that this thing might be a better fit.
A moon wheel? That was built by the usurper, along with the 3 gods who abandoned us.
The moon goddesses.
Break the shackles you were born with. Transcend the curse you were given. Follow the path of your choosing till you discover where you belong.
The sheer blasphemy! Willingly handing such a sacred artifact over to a usurper! Filthy bugs! Malfunctioning degenerates! It cannot be.
Farewell. Last of the Sovereign Lords.
Ineffa! Your core! It's fixed! And is that a vision?
It's that moon wheel, right? I don't think it's a vision.
Suggestion. Exit first, discuss later. The self-destruct protocol is destroying the foundations of this territory. And although I paused the process, it will not hold much longer. Calculating. Remaining time, 30.
30 what?
30 minutes? Huh. For a moment there, Paimon was worried.
29. 28.
Seconds.
Hey, are you guys all right? The automatons suddenly stopped moving. Then there was that earthquake, and now the place seems to have sprung a leak.
Save it till we are out of here.
Estimated time to Foundation cave-in, 20 seconds.
Huh? Huh?
Poor Skylar.
A place to belong. I too once yearned for it.
But it's exactly like Lianca said.
Xilonen, how much longer till it's unlocked? We need to get inside ASAP.
Be patient, okay? I'm working on it.
Let's trust that the Traveler can handle things in there. Xilonen says she detected a huge energy source underground. We can't just break in or we'll risk endangering everyone in this entire area.
But...
if we're here much longer without any progress, I'll do what I have to.
Oh! You unlocked it?
No, they made it out on their own.
Whew. We finally escaped. Luckily, the cave-in only affected the lower levels. You alright there, bro?
All good, sorry to worry you.
Another triumphant return for R2 Miney.
It's time
And
for a
Ineffa,
banquet.
It's good to have you back. I assume this means you found the answers you were looking for?
Yes.
Huh? Amu? I thought you hurt your leg. How come? Oh.
You! How could you do this to Adieta and me? You lied to us for over 10 years?
Before anything else, I suggest we let this gentleman and Ineffa tell us the whole story.
And the infinite simile, a short space of time takes to tell it, the story of one man's 10-year deception and one machine's 2 millennia search comes to a close.
Sovereign rulers, mirror of the dawning morn, priestess of floral candles, and skyborn feathers.
Seems like a house forgotten quite a lot.
So you began life in Natlan, then spent 2,000 years adrift in Nod Krai? In an endless cycle of losing your memories and trying to find them.
And we know very well how much Mavuika values memories, history.
But it sounds like it took all 2,000 years worth of memories to successfully overload the processing power of the curse.
None of us had any certainty that the plan would succeed in the far future. Not I, not Ixquieh, not Lianca. And yet, they still did everything they could to try and help me.
Now you've remembered everything. Do you have a sense of where you truly belong?
Family.
Well, I was born and then reborn in Natlan. And it was the people of this nation who set me on my journey. But that's all ancient history now. I can't seek for a sense of belonging in a world that no longer exists. That would make me no different from the mirror of the dawning morn. Instead, I will show my gratitude to them by honoring their wishes. By continuing on my own path, and returning to the place where I still have someone waiting for me.
Well said. I'm happy for you.
So, to cut to the chase, did you find the code for that letter or not?
Oh, shoot! Forgot all about that!
Sincere apologies. A lot of memory data surfaced in a short time frame. I am still processing it. I left the cryptex back at the Flower Feather Clan to make sure that I wouldn't lose it out in the wild. Please come back with me, and we can inspect it.
I'm so sorry that I kept this hidden from you all this time. Now I can't go back to Liyue or Nod Krai. The Northland Bank isn't gonna let me walk away from this. Nor is the Nod Krai Aprishniki. You should take Adieta and go.
Oh, should I now? You think I'm the one that's gonna let you walk away, do you? Idiot! You're coming back with me right now, and you're going to apologize to our daughter.
Looks like you all need some time to calm down after everything you've been through. If you're worried the Fatui are still looking for you, why not camp out at the Flower Feather Clan for now? We welcome everyone, from old friends to old enemies turned new friends. Don't worry about a thing. You've got a whole future to figure things out. Go and find where you belong.
I think I've already found it.
I need to take a breather because...
Here it is. The cryptex.
So then, what's the code? Or what about that backup plan that Adieta mentioned?
Please see the casing that holds the combination code discs. The sender had me etch the code onto the casing so that I would not forget it. But I still forgot it.
Like... Did Varka told about us?
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4,
wow.
5, 6? Seriously? I've been hiding
Sender said, "The most secure code is one that you can write down, and no one would think it's a code."
Who is this person?
The Sender said, "Surprises are best saved to the end."
Varka? I mean, of course! He's there too!
Okay, now your memory's getting a little too good.
Wow.
What's with the firecracker? Ugh. Paimon's had enough of this whole letter debacle. Just read it already.
Dear Honorary Knight, I've heard a lot about you. Jean's always singing your praises.
To the honorary knight at Ixquieh. Hey there, I'm Varka. If that doesn't ring a bell, I'm the Grandmaster of Knights of Favonius. I've heard a lot about you. Jean's always singing your praises. For all the good you have done for Mondstadt, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's a real shame that I'm away on an expedition and haven't had the good fortune of crossing paths with you. But it seemed that fortune is about to smile on me real soon. You might have heard that we have finally started down in Nod Krai. Well, how solid. The factions here are quite the tangled mess and a real devil to navigate, but no hardships have ever stalled the North Wind. I've met a few reliable companions and I'm planning to introduce you to them. One of them is a messenger right in front of you. I'm sure you will be fast friends. Surely are. As for enemies, well, they are everywhere. We've got the Abyss Order and the Fatui, not to mention loyalties at risk of flip-flopping at a moment's notice. Give you experience, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, now that I can see the bottom of my mug, I'm going to stop here. These words will likely be as dull to read as they were to write. Let's talk more over a glass of wine sometime. See you in Nod Krai, Varka. P.S. If you're really heading over, you'd best lace up your boots. It's a word apart compared to Mondstadt. P.P.S. I forgot the most important thing. Once you're in Nod Krai, come look with me at the flagship. It's a tavern. I'll look out for you as a Grandmaster should force honorary knight. Am I? Wow.
Anyway, I'm sure this is as dull to read as it is to write. Let's talk more over a glass of wine sometime. See you in Nod Krai. Varka.
I didn't expect a letter written by Archon within the cryptex.
I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Nod Krai together.
About Lianca.
Mir of the Dawning Morn wanted control of the machinery in the Eighth Lord's territory. She approached Ixquieh and Lianca and sold them a lie. That I was the threat, the part that needed severing. But they quickly saw through it. Lianca took advantage of her arrogance and turned her plan back on itself, using the territory's full power to imprison her inside. She was far more powerful than I at that time. To make sure I wasn't at risk of falling under her influence, Lianca worked on making the prison even more secure, and sent me out of the country. So, that's the true story of why Lianca locked down the Eighth Lord's territory. It had nothing to do with Ochcon. I wouldn't be surprised if she saw him as a friend right until the very end. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Nod Krai together.
About the Priestess of Flora, Kindness, and Scarman Feathers.
The Eighth Lord. She never betrayed Dragonkind, even though she harbored goodwill towards human beings, and despite facing execution and destruction in the end, she never once doubted herself or tried to escape. Even if Lianca really had wanted to secretly rescue her, I'm sure she would have talked her out of it. Just as Lianca was determined to stick to her own path, the Eighth Lord remained a proud, sovereign ruler until the end of her days. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. You mean this thing that looks a lot like a vision? Ixquieh embedded it in my core as the key to her and Lianca's plan.
Looks like a vision, sorry, it is not a vision.
According to the Eighth Lord's research, it can harness a power source more fundamental than elemental energy. Similar objects have shown up in Nod Krai before too. Mir of the Dawning Morn said it was built by the usurper, along with the 3 gods who abandoned us. but I do not know what she meant. It appears that a crucial memory is missing.
Yeah. The Primordial One and the Moon Goddesses. And they're talking about the moon's power.
I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate
About
future.
Nod Krai.
Having spent most of the last 2,000 years in Nod Krai, I am well situated to provide you with a full and detailed report on all aspects of this location. Memory damage. Detected. Hypothesis. Most of my memory data was damaged when I used it to overload the curse. Sincere apologies.
Oh. 2,000 years of memories gone down the drain.
But I will never, again, forget the people and things that are most important to me. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future.
See when we
the
get
time
there.
comes, perhaps we can travel to Nod Krai together.
Wow. That was an amazing story. That was really, really good. Took me about almost 4 hours. Holy. I need to take a breather. You know the drill, guys. I need to digest this all, and then I will return. Well, the quest was really, really good. I'm really happy that Ineffa managed to break the Exile curse by using 2 millennia worth of memories, cultivated memories. That is really wow. But Lianca said no matter what, eventually with the gem, a remnant of the Eighth Lord, also serving as the final and hidden key, those memories will help her. I really like the fact that we are diving more and more into the deepest layers of Tevat's history, namely the Dragon Era. It was really tyrannical and, I don't know, beyond imagination. Speaking of Lianca, awesome character. First bearer of the ancient name Varka and adopted by the Eighth Lord, who truly loved her and cared for her. The Eighth Lord risky though, she raised her like her own child. She really seemed like a kind dragon and, well, artificial intelligence. And despite that, she genuinely tried to understand humanity. The records, if I understood them correctly, showed again that they used phlogiston, brought out by Voxa, the Sage of the Stolen Flame, to literally destroy each other in pursuit of more power, unlike Dragonkind, who submit to the stronger one. And Lianca was different. She stood for the weak, saw everyone, may it be Dragonkind or humankind, with equal eyes, and yeah, eventually found the Flower Feather clans for those who seek freedom. Dragonlord 11, on the other hand, well, with Lianca's help, she split her consciousness into two. The evil side, well, malevolent side, driven by hatred towards humanity, and the benevolent good side, which according to her was the malfunction, but for us, it's Ineffa. The 11th Lord eventually tried to fabricate a lie, claiming the benevolent side was a threat that needed to be discarded. Lianca saw through it and ultimately sealed the 11th Lord inside the Temple of Cascading Colors together with Ineffa. Upon this discovery, the 11th Lord cursed Ineffa to suffer pain for every ounce of goodwill she has towards humanity. Out of care, Lianca sent her away from that far, far, far away. I mean, it would be also utterly dangerous because Archon would be quite incapable of differing them from each other, like the good side of 11 Lord and the bad side. The benevolent side's core was eventually scavenged by Aino, rebuilt by her, and bestowed by the name Ineffa. Also the moon wheel, that was quite surprising. Created by the Primordial One and the moon goddesses using a pure form of power than elemental energy. I mentioned before that I had already read through the lore of Ineffa's signature weapon, and it says that Nibelung eventually created the moon goddesses to rule in his stead during his absence. The Primordial One eventually stepped into Tevat only to find an empty throne claimed to Tevat for itself. The moon goddess is allied with the Primordial One. That must mean the moon wheels were created before the War of Vengeance, given that the moon goddesses fell during it. Also the cryptex. Well, the code number was carved into it. But yeah, there was a letter written by Varka, and we will eventually or definitely meet him in the tavern, the flagship. So yeah, quite interesting. I mean, it's slowly adding up, but also new questions are rising. Were the moonwinds originally created to repel the abyss, to fight off the abyss? Since the moon's power is said to be the purest form of energy, the abyss order is also stirring the darkness of Nod Krai. I must admit, I couldn't help myself but feel a bit of empathy for the 11th Lord when she ultimately died. She too was once yearning for a place to belong to. Like Lianca posed the question before, how can you expect someone to do good when all they have known is the opposite? Basically that. Was quite interesting. I really liked it. I'm super excited for Nod Krai. I know we all are very excited. I can't wait to meet Aino. She's such a sweet, sweet girl. And yeah, let me know down below the section what you thought of it. And yeah, I will hopefully see you next time. Bye bye YouTube. Bye bye.